Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Welcome to the window watching the weekend for all the signs, okay? I did put edition tipsy on the side just in case for a disclaimer, okay? Because if I'm in rare form, I want you to judge your mama, okay? Thank you. Thank you. So, I keep making a mess. Keep making a mess, y'all. I said I wasn't going to take another shot, but I lied. I lied. I lied. So, I need to put a disclaimer out there. I was feeling like I wasn't gonna take another shot, but I lied. Okay, so, but I'm here to window watch the weekend. It ain't gonna be no music playing in this edition. Why? Because I'm trying to get paid, and I play music in the background. They will demonetize the video or copyright that shit, and I don't have time for it. So, won't be no music in this copy. Just maybe a extra shot though, and I'm done for real after this because I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but I'm grown. I'm over 21. So let me get my incense lit so I can cleanse the energy off of these cards and we can start fresh. My cigarette's just burning over there. I'm thinking about liquor. Why does it make you chain smoke? What's up with that? Look at that. It's why my mama never let us do hair weave in the house. My daughter always tell me, can you put some weave in it? I'll be like, girl, your hair is long. I'm about to look at this. Look at this hair. I was attempting to color my hair the color of this. That's why I did the purple to blue. And it's supposed to be yellow at the bottom, but it didn't fucking take. But they call this bubble gum, baby. I'm about to do me some box braids with this shit. I'm going to need another pack probably because I'm only going to do about 9 of them bitches. Ooh, I think I need to pour that shot back in the bottle. I don't think I can take that. Something just creeped up on me. I better leave that alone because I already get in rare form when I get tipsy. So I don't want to take it too far, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So let me just cleanse up the energy and we're going to see who's going first. So apparently some tequilas can creep up on your motherfucking ass. I already know tequila will put you in a rare form any fucking way. Everybody know what they're playing with fire. It get you burnt. Taking a shot of that liquor gonna get you turned. Damn, like this probably be the first and the last time you ever see me tipsy. It depends on how I behave myself up in this thing, cause baby, I don't got time for it. Now, I don't know why. Look, that's what you get with Timu. You know, if you be posting all that little Timu for fails, but I don't feel like it's a fail. I just feel like you just need to put the fucking incense down somewhere and you'll be fine. Why do you need to carry it around anyway? I just swoosh all these bitches across the fire because I never know which of these decks of cards I'm gonna pick up. But if they all cleansed, then they all available as far as I'm concerned. Now, stop meddling my business, ho. I just said I'm tipsy. Don't you bother with me. I don't bother nobody. So when you bother me, I might get offended. And I might chew your ass up and spit you out. So that's all. You know, I be driving in my lane, but with swerving over here, might not be the best thing for you. Stay over there in your lane. That's what you do. That's the best thing for you. But just stop worried about me, bitch. What I do with my body don't got shit to do with you. Catch a little second hand, don't you? No. See, I'm gonna be a motherfucker. I'm telling y'all right now. That's why I put edition tipsy. Cause y'all gonna judge y'all mama. That's why. And hit the like button. Thank you. All right. Who's going first? Who that? Aquarius. Aquarius. Y'all came out on top, baby. And you already know this, man. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. That's on Friday. Something about you coming out on top in a situation. Over the weekend, possibly. Hang in there, is what I heard. You hang in there long enough, you might pause and see another perspective that might help you gain some new perspective or clarity over a situation. The hangman be hanging there. Why? Because they got him hanging upside down on the card. It's because he lacks a perspective that he needs to see. Like he looking straight up. Then they like, nah, you don't get it. You don't get it. So you need to be looking like this. They make it. It's like physically they switch him upside down so he's looking down, but it's just basically a metaphor for you need a new way at things, not upright, upside down. So a perspective being introduced. In other words. And like I said, I've been drinking, so mind your business. Thank you. What's wrong with her tonight, bitch? I'm tipsy. I be hesitating all the time to drink before I go in a video because I know how I can be. But hey, tonight I just didn't care. All I cared about is celebrating. That's what I cared about. What am I celebrating? A new cycle. Finally getting some shit. Stepping into some power behind some shit. It'd be like a lot of times you get caught up on some shit and you'd be like, now how the fuck do I figure this out? It's like a puzzle, but then you'd be like, oh, now it makes sense. And then you got it. Sometimes that shit happen right away, and sometimes that shit happen 6 months, 7 months down the line, maybe even a year. You'd be like, oh, well, that's why such and such happened, and that's why this went like that, because it all makes sense later down the line. But it was always there. You might have just lacked the perspective to see it. Get in there. I like these, so we're going to use these. I put y'all timestamp down for 6 minutes, but there's been a lot going on through the radio. We on the channel with the ancestors. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What the fuck? Family. That's the 10 of Cups in this deck, according to them. The upper hand. That's what we was just talking about, right? Or coming out on top. Why did I say the upper hand? Motherhood. That's the, why did they, 3 of what? Oh, the Empress. That's the Empress card. Okay, and then the 10 of, ooh. I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. A slow motion for me. No. You got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, I'm giggling. No. I just got done saying this while I'm tipsy because I'm about to give birth to something, y'all. I'll let y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna be quiet probably because I like to keep the good shit to myself now that I know better. And I still talk. I used to run my mouth about everything, but I still be running my mouth. Like, not about my business, but I still be talking. And that's the fuck wrong. Like, in certain situations, sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up and don't say nothing at all. Sometimes this is what I wrap my mind around. The silence is much more powerful than constantly trying to explain or over explain or inner explain, under explain, all that shit to a motherfucker. People don't get it because they need to get in that hanging man energy. Anyway, the renewal, the hope, that's 2-star energies and impulsive achievement. Somebody likes you or you like them. The Empress is going to give birth. I don't know if it's about your silence being powerful, but you're about to give birth to something. And it's a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups style type of situation. So I want to call it love because 10 of Pentacles could be money. It could be money, but with the 10 of Cups with it, I feel like it's like, you know, when you bring family and introducing legacy, baby, it's everything. It's all there forever and ain't going nowhere. To death do us part, right? But then it's like a renewal being introduced and hope. Both introspections or what's the word I'm looking for? Qualities of the star, aka Aquarius energy. So something about somebody's qualities that they may not know exist is what I heard. somebody's thinking that they can't get something done, but they can, or maybe it's the fear that you might do something incorrect or not making the wrong move altogether. But I do feel like you'll experience some type of impulsiveness here that will have you not giving a fuck and throwing caution to the wind, aka the Fool card. Achievements. Pat yourself on the back. So I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but it's turning out all right. What's the 10 of Cups? Yeah. See, first of all, can I sing when I'm tipsy? I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this, but I'm gonna be real and say what's on my heart. Don't mind me, but do. Let's take this chance and make this love feel relevant. Didn't you know I loved you from the start, yeah? So we got the King of Cups. I mean, the Knight of Cups with the King of Swords, baby. Logical about the love. People would like to be logical about emotion, but that shit ain't what it's supposed to be. It ain't. You don't be logical about emotion. You be logical when somebody's not respecting the emotions. You don't just whip out logic in the front, because it's levels to the shit. Levels to the shit. Can't fuck my hoe because it's levels in this bitch. Anyway, so but it's levels to this, because it's about wisdom, knowledge, and an experience that life gives you, right? Some people, they need to King of Swords. King of Swords for some people is a mechanism of protection, right? So some people feel like if they remain extremely logical, then it'll keep them out their emotions. Okay, but what they don't realize is love conquers all. So it's only so long before you can build yourself up behind that logical barrier before the emotions come rushing in and breaking the dam. Okay, and next thing you know, your logic, that's why the Fool comes out, because it's like, fuck this shit. It is better for me to go over here and figure it out than just take the loss, right? Because it's gonna be pain either way, right? Just like it's gonna be pain either way, whether you hold on or you let go. It's just holding on hurts you worse when you need to let go, right? Versus going in there and like having some faith over having some fear. It works out better for you, right? In the long run. So there's nostalgic energy here with the Knight of Cups. There's love and nostalgia, but somebody been trying to be so stern. We'll say stern. You've been trying to be stern, but the 10 of Cups is involved. Man, we talking cups, baby. It's love. It's emotions. Let's feel that shit. Somebody trying hard to stop themselves. Logical energy. This could be you, Aquarius masculine. You trying hard to keep yourself from feeling them emotions. Situations will arise. Something. But you gotta be smart about it. Celebrations with the gods. I sacrificed because I knew you could not sleep without it. Now I loved you because you was my girl. I could probably sing a little bit. I've been drinking. I'm keep referring to that. But you so shady, and you don't have to call. That I don't know, was she really shady? But that's the way he interpreted it, so we're gonna stick to that. There's some shady ass energy going on here. And is it really shady though? Let's see here. I don't feel like it's too shady, but shady is being dishonest. And unfortunately, dishonest still falls into a place of you being too afraid to express how you truly feel. So you lie. So you hide behind this King of Swords mentality when all you want to feel is love. That's still you being a lie. Why? Because you're not being true to your authentic self, and you're true to your authentic feelings. Why? Because you letting fear fuck you over. I'm too scared what she gonna say. I'm too scared how she gonna react. I'm too scared how he gonna handle it. I'm too scared if he gonna reject me. Rejection be the top reason why people don't go get with, oh, I want to go over there and reach out, or I want to go over there and say something, or I want to go over there and express myself, but I'm too afraid I'm gonna be rejected. This is why you got to put that perspective in your mind of the worst a motherfucker can say is no. I mean, you could think about it like that, or you could think about it as, oh my God, I don't want her to say no. I don't want her to reject me or him. Right? See the difference in the perspectives? That's when they call it, like, you got the glass. It's when you put a glass there and it's half full of water, you got two options to look at it. You could look at it as half full or half empty. right? It's differences in the mentalities. When you ask some people, they're gonna say, "Oh, that glass is half full," or some people are like, "Oh, it's half gone." All of that's supposed to boil down to your mentality and perspectives and how you see things. Judgment, King of Wands, and the Justice card. Did I shuffle those out? I can't remember, y'all. I want to know why the King of Swords is here. It's me. It's you. The Four of Swords. The Four of Cups. Somebody's bored, discontent, possibly even depressed. But there it is. This is somebody trying to remain in a logical stance when they got all this emotion flooding around. Love is going to conquer. You don't have to believe me, but wait it out. Wait in your pride, your ego, and your logic and see how that stands up against true, genuine emotion. It won't. It'll shatter. It'll crumble. See, because the illusions are present and they are there and they will help you to stand into that King of Swords mentality at some point for so long. But then the Four of Cups remains that you're going to be bored, discontent. You're going to be tired. You're going to be mentally exhausted. You're going to be feeling a certain way, scared that a motherfucker's going off and doing just fine without you when you really want to be with them. But that's where it all happens. Let's switch to the other side of the spectrum. That's where it happens for this Empress, right? When somebody realizes that's the aha moment. Damn, happiness is you. What love represents, that's you. Like all the what I've been looking for all this time, that's you. And that's when the motherfucker, when they got a counter, they got some, they might be a little feeling fucked up and not having no, being stuck behind fear and scared, what you gonna say. But at some point they'll come around and they'll build some confidence up and they'll say what they got to say. Okay. So there's the Empress energy here who's intuitively knowing that their wishes are about to be fulfilled. Why? Because the universe just works mysteriously. And when you vibrate high over vibrating low, you will conquer. You will come out on top. The same thing I told you in the beginning. This is about you coming out on top. Queen of Wands, standing in your power, being confident, being bold, being courageous, and looking good doing it. That's what I'm talking about. So this masculine or this feminine energy will be surrendering to the, I want to say bowing out gracefully, but that sounds like competition because it's not really a competition. And somehow the King of Swords does be feeling like it's competition. He does be feeling like I need to beat you. I need to wait you out. I need to be quiet longer than you. I need to do this better than you. But the whole time it's not a competition until he realizes that all this mental strife is doing nothing but fucking him out of a good opportunity that he would really like to experience. So then he goes in, he does some introspection, and then he realizes, damn, this is some illusion. This ain't no competition. This is all illusion. And it's like winning at all costs energy. And yeah, you'll win the battle, but you lose the war. And what do I mean like that? Yeah, you won. Like say it's like a no contact, right? Say your intentions or your mentality is like, well, I'm gonna be quiet longer than you. You'll break before I do. And at some point, when it's not like some people see that in a mentality of conflict, but for some, say it's not about that for the other person, because the other person got the Empress energy. Say it's not about that. Like I don't give a fuck about winning. I give a fuck about giving birth to some healthy shit. So while the masculine energy over there trying to win at all costs in his mind and hold out the longest, she's really moving on. Like he's over here playing the game and shit. And once he realized, like, damn, she really getting the fuck away from me. She really over acting like she good without me. Then guess what you know? He throw caution to the wind, realizing his logic is an illusion. His let me be logical and it'll keep me out of emotions. That's illusions. Why? Because love is gonna always conquer. I got cotton mouth. Let me get a sip of that root beer. It's flat than a motherfucker. Tell me about legacy. So there it is. That's what you give birth to. There's the Empress again, giving birth to her legacy. Because baby, this is you, for example, this, let me just break it down to what it would be in a physical. Because what it looks like is there's love here. It's always been love here, but somebody been coming out with this King of Swords energy. They're trying to defend and protect their emotions. They're feeling like some men or women feel like when it's time for them to be vulnerable, that it's an attack on them. Right? It's an attack on their ego, right? Ego, low vibration, no. When we standing up against love and it's time for us to get out here and receive genuine love, ego needs to stand the fuck down because it'll ruin some shit, right? But you live and you learn. How do you live and you learn? You get out there, you let your pride and your ego and your logic have you sitting here in this win at all costs mentality, and it works for you at some point. Then you realize, damn, am I winning though? Am I winning? Because motherfuckers, like, if two people stand silent, who's really winning? Is it about that though? It's like, okay, well, one person's perspective is I'm gonna be like longer than you so that I can beat you. And the Empress is being quiet, not because she wants to have a war, because she's feeling like something ain't right or something ain't working out for her. So she's shutting down. There's a difference, right? When you're using silence as a weapon and then you're using silence as a power. The Empress being quiet is saying, all right, I said all that I'm willing to say. You not trying to hear me, so let me shut the fuck up. Right? Not to say, oh, well, let me go punish you. But in the midst of all that, depending on the person, the Empress energy, right? That silence is gonna be very powerful, right? It's gonna be way more powerful than all the things she try to explain, get you to understand, sympathize with you about. All of that shit out the window. So the world is here. That brings a completion. That brings ending to old chapters. This is why I was saying that new cycles are about to be given birth to. Tell me more about this Empress. Because the Empress is over here giving birth to her legacy. And what's getting completed, what the cycle's closing out, what's closing out in the cycle? Hurt. And why does hurt matter? Because hurt be having y'all messed up. And not even current hurt. It be past hurt. And past hurt have y'all so fucked up when y'all finally, so no offense to nobody, because I just say that just to not sugarcoat. That means healing needs to take place. That when you finally roll up on something that's an equal give and take or a gift for you, that you don't even know how to wrap your mind around it. You don't know how to reach out and grab it. You so used to so caught up in the world and how the world being to you that when it's finally time for your blessing to finally get there, them ships, 3 of wands that you've been waiting on, they roll up and you like, hell no, you just like the rest of everything else. Like, learn to use discernment before you just think you know some shit, before you just think you know these people, before you just think you know what type of situation you in, right? Because shit ain't always what it seems. We'll just leave it at that, though. So the Empress is about to give birth to some healthy shit, and I feel like it's a lesson around all across the board for everybody. The Empress is learning more of her power. And the other person is learning that when it comes to emotions and some shit that's real and genuine, being strategical and logical, that shit don't work. You need to submerge yourself into love. And you can't do that if you're too afraid of vulnerability, right? And why are you afraid of vulnerability in the first place? Because something in the past that happened to you when you was vulnerable. Okay, well, that's understandable because we all go through that. But what I can't understand now is how'd you get here? To where we sitting here trying to understand why you're not being vulnerable in a situation with me. How did you even put yourself back on the market when you was not even available emotionally? Talking about you looking for some real shit. You looking for some shit that lasts. You ready to include somebody in all you doing and all that other shit people be talking about. How'd you get to that point where you out here dating and looking for some real shit and you run up on some real shit and you can't even wrap your mind nor your arms around it? See, because y'all don't be taking that step to heal yourself first. And you be talking about you ready for love. No, you're not. You're ready to sit the fuck down, go into the hermit mode, look within yourself, see what you really desire, because it's too much hesitation going on out here. It's too much lack of knowledge. It's too much lack of perspective. It's too much of motherfuckers thinking they know everything. It's too much chiefs and not enough Indians. Shit. But you live and you learn is the ultimate thing. And then at the end, after you live and you learn, it all boils down to accountability. If you gonna be it or not, right? And a lot of y'all want to be accountable, but guess what gets in the way? Fear. You be too afraid of rejection. Okay, well, is it accountability that you care about? Because if you afraid of rejection and rejection of being your fear of rejection gets in the way of you righting your wrong, how accountable are you? How accountable are you if you're prioritizing if I'm going to be rejected or not? You're still thinking about yourself instead of fixing what you broke. See, that's why I said my mind be working deep. And that's why I don't be able to wrap my mind around the way a lot of ways that people be operating out here. Because I don't be surface. I don't be a surface level person. So, there's that. All right, moving on to Pisces. Right behind Aquarius. I'm sorry, I heard in my mind, I'll always be his lady. And then I heard, there you go with that delusion again. We can do that. We can do that sometimes. We can do that sometimes. Sometimes you can be delusional. It's about emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. But you know what? These people be all in them emotions until they realize the rest of the world really don't. It'd be like NBA young boy time that I'm on, right? The rest of the world ain't on the same time. You'd be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You motherfuckers don't dream? You call it illusion? They call it fairy tale. Shut you on down. Tell you ain't doing shit with being too much in a fairy tale. Like, wait a minute. Let me cook. Let me cook, because it might not be a fairy tale to you. But I'm rapping. Let me just take a step back and let me cook. Something about this Pisces energy. Ending. Something's going to be over. Or is. Why is it going to be over? Because nostalgia. I miss you. I can't take no more. Since you went away, I don't really feel like talking. I don't really care who loves me. Baby, you don't understand it. Can go a day without it. It's been too long, and I'm lost without you. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Ooh, that's a thick ass energy there. That's what the nostalgia is bringing. Somebody feeling lost without you, or you feeling lost without them. And it's bringing an ending to something. Imagination and spoiled. Spoiled. It was just my imagination. Boom, 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 boom. Running away with me. And we got the victim card on the bottom. I feel like somebody was doing too much with all these masks, and somebody's need was to be in control of a situation. But that's not what it was about. It was about somebody having courage behind keeping or holding on to some type of unique bond via your intuition. Somebody needs to balance out or wants to balance out a situation so that renewal can happen. But they're experiencing some type of indecision when it comes to a collaboration. Fulfillment, dazzle, stack. It's like it's everything that they want, but they paralyzed in fear. And there's the new beginnings. Somebody's about to graduate on a spiritual level. You about to ascend, so to speak. I leveled up. I feel important. I'm hearing voices saying flex on them. Hell no. All right, tell me about this ending. The Ace of Pentacles, because something's beginning. And the King of Swords. He'll be dealing with an air sign. But I do feel like maybe retraction. I heard the word retraction. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like there's a shift in the energy from the King of Swords to the King of Wands. I feel like what's coming to an end here is the King of Swords. That's the second time we got that. It's following behind that energy of Aquarius. Somebody being cold. Thinking somehow it saves face. But then Five of Swords being right next to it, they turn around and instantly regret it. They realize that was a bad choice. That was not the right move to make. So now they're going to shift themselves from the King of Swords to the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands, he got a little bit... what they share in common could be ego and pride, right? The King of Wands, though, is a little bit more passionate and action oriented, right? He more putting the work in type of person because it's attached to this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody want to start over or have a fresh start with you. They're feeling nostalgic about you, or this is you feeling some way about somebody else. They miss you. They thinking about you, and they can't just like, it's like the silence is hurting them, or the logical cold mind is hurting them, because normally when you deal in swords, motherfuckers do not want to talk unless we're talking about facts. And if you say the King of Swords steps in with his do not want to talk energy, right, where he later realizes that was the wrong energy to use. And now he's realizing, well, damn, do not want to talk is causing me more pain than good, right? So this was not the right move to make. So I need to transition from this energy to a more passionate, loving, action oriented type of energy. So it's like we're moving up and showing up in an energy that only does nothing but hurt you. So then you change it, because last thing you want to do is be hurting yourself. It's enough shit out here that can hurt you, right? So then you start feeling nostalgic. I feel like all of this is working in the same situation of why the ending is taking place to begin with, because somebody is realizing how much they care, or how much something matters, or how much something is. I don't know what they're doing there, but they're doing a lot of nostalgia is missing, reminiscing, thinking about the good old times. That's what the nostalgia is about. And then let's see, tell me about the Six of Cups. Well, it's nostalgia for this deck, the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be happening below the surface. See, because there is a lot of passion here. But for some reason, somebody interjected the King of Swords. The King of Swords ain't supposed to come out unless the emotion and the passion ain't being respected. And now I got to be logical and move on the facts, right? But some people get it twisted and do it backwards, and they start using the facts and the logic up front, right? So they never gave the love a chance, right? Because they're too busy trying to be logical and use facts here when it comes to matters of the heart. It don't work like that. Right? Only way the King of Swords comes in is if the matters of the heart get shut down, because it's not supposed to be that way. Thank you, but it ain't my birthday, baby. But every day's my birthday if you ask me. You hear me? Okay, tell me about this nostalgia. Somebody's passionate about you, or you're passionate about them, and they want another chance. See, look, there's the Queen of Swords. See that energy? And then we got the Two of Swords. That's what I like to see. Why? Because this is where it's happening. This is somebody gaining a new perspective. Why? Because they feel abandoned by you. This is you, or by somebody else, or somebody about you. They feel abandoned by you, or you feel abandoned by them. Why? Because they wanted to be logical, because they wanted to have control, because they wanted to win at all costs. Emperor energy. This is why. And in all of this confusion and all this illusion and all this logic bullshit, this is somebody realizing and gaining a new perspective that they rather have calmer waters with you than sit here and fight with you, because love and war is not the same thing. Do you want war, or do you want love? You have to pick a side, and then you have to stand on that shit, right? This is somebody looking within themselves, introspecting on what they really want, and realizing that you are that. So shutting you out ain't gonna do shit but put them out in the cold, the fuck far away from you. This is somebody waiting on their ships to come in, and then the opportunity pulling up, and then they push it straight the fuck away. Because they've been guarding themselves, right? But it's 10 of Cups. What you guarding from? What you guarding yourself from? It's emotional fulfillment. What you scared of? Somebody turning out. The harsh reality is the past. You scared that somebody gonna turn out like your ex or the past. Technically, that's not fair. That's not fair. Future relationship, so that you can clear that past energy, so you can come in here and get a fresh slate. You don't come in here talking about, yeah, you good, but you're getting a little close. You're looking a little like my ex. So I'm going to have to shut you down right here. Like, damn. Or coming out in the world saying all these motherfuckers is the same. That whole coming in here, you don't even give nobody their own fresh slate. You coming in here with your trauma and your bags, being a bag lady in this bitch, like Erykah Badu said, and you thinking that you about to come get comfortable and put all them burdens down and let me carry them or help? Hell, the fuck no. I carry my burdens all alone by myself in the dark, from what I recall. So I don't have the energy, the emotional depth. I mean, I got the emotional depth, but I don't have the emotional ability or willingness to sacrifice all that motherfucker. I just don't. Because I know real pain, and I know what it takes to do real healing behind that pain. Which is why a lot of y'all people just skipping and bouncing, just skipping and skipping and skipping. Y'all not doing no healing in between. Y'all throwing shit up under the rug and moving to the next person. And then things go good until your hurt starts showing. And when your hurt starts showing, then we can't proceed no further, because you can't show up in a way that you've been presenting or saying that you could previously. Why? Because you need healing, baby. You need healing. And why do you? Because we can't get nowhere. If a person needs healing, they're going to always find a way to flight the fuck out. It's going to be a fight or a flight mode, and you're going to fight. You're going to flight. You're never going to stand and fight. And if you do, it's only going to be after you've learned the hard way. That's some shit you should have been doing on your own instead of wasting my motherfucking time, baby. I'm out here doing my part. I'd go and do my healing. Why? Because I don't want to get out here and inflict nobody else with my hurt. Why? Because I'm a compassionate, caring person. I don't have to know you, right? But everybody don't think like me. Everybody's not like me. Some of these motherfuckers want something good for themselves, so they're not going to take that break. They're not considering what that person that's going to be there something good gets back in return. They only think about how they need to find something good, how they need to find a safe space, how they need to do this, and then that's where shit go bad, because now a person's feeling like, okay, well, you're getting all you need, but I'm not getting what I need. Right? So now they got to shut down. Now they got to do whatever they got to do to protect their energy. And the next thing you know, endings are taking place. You feeling nostalgic. You realizing you never know what you got into is gone. That's what's happening. So now we got imagination. 3 of Cups. 3 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Somebody's imagining their future with you in a love scenario, or this is you. Shit. With you. With you, girl. With you. And I will never try to deny that you were my whole life, cause if you ever let me go, I would die. And I won't front, I don't need another woman. I just need you all or nothing. Cause if I got that, then I'll be straight. Baby, you're the best part of my day. See that? That's pure raw vulnerability right there. That's him putting his whole heart on the line. People don't be liking to do that. They be sitting there acting like they don't give a fuck about you, instead acting like you don't mean nothing. Or maybe they don't realize you mean something until your absence is there. And then they can see exactly how much you mean to their ass. But that don't mean that's one step. How brave are they to go out there and fix it? That's a whole nother step. So y'all make sure y'all depend on yourself out in this bitch, because depending on the motherfucker to do it right and get it right, y'all be disappointed. Y'all be waiting on your lifetime to be trying to I learned that the hard way in the twin flame journey. Now people tell me now, you move on fast, yeah, because I know what it's like to sit around and wait on a nigga for 6-7 years to never be confident enough to do what the fuck he's told in his spirit. I'm not waiting a motherfucking second. I'm gonna keep on pushing like my name is Bumby, like I tell everybody else on this channel. Because what are you waiting for? You waiting on the motherfucker putting yourself in stagnation. The only way out of stagnation is to move forward. What am I gonna wait on? So then I'm down now. I'm out here putting out mixed signals to the universe about my worth. Oh, are you worth it? Do you worth what you desire? Or are you worth a wait? Like, no, you too pretty to be paused on that FaceTime. I'm just stating the facts. You hate that, like what he say? You hate that, like you hate when niggas tell you relax. The fuck you mean relax? You want something more than just physical. What he said. It's been a while since you met someone original. You spend your time drinking wine in your living room, all that good pussy. You can't find no one to give it to. What? It's a shame. Hell no. The songs just be rolling down through with the energy. So, spoiled is the next card up. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh. Somebody's choosing that motherfucker. Let that foundation go. They old ways. Oh. So they do love you. So they do. So the 2 of Wands is a choice. It's looking to the future. But the Hierophant coming in is about the structure, the foundation, the old ways of being. Somebody's making a final choice that they won't do what fulfills their wishes. So temperance will be coming in when it comes to some type of emotion. When it comes to some type of working together, collaborating, building. I feel like currently ain't nothing happening because somebody's too busy focusing on the 3 of Cups instead of the 2. They don't realize that the option for love still remains. So, but I do feel like in this period of reflection and disappointment, regrets, that they are working on themselves, because I do feel like something has been illuminated to them for them to see. Your old ways is a problem, baby. It's in the way of your love. That's what that's about. So now somebody's got anxiety about that. And not only that, they're trying to be strong. They're trying to be strong to show up in a way that you desire, that you deserve. Long-term partner. Somebody who brings stability. Somebody who, shows up as a partnership. Somebody who's a husband. That type of shit. because I feel like the feeling between you and whoever this is mutual. Y'all feel the same way about each other, and them being flighty in and out instead of the King of Cups, somebody showing up emotionally stable, it ain't gonna work out. It'll bring you straight to a Ten of Swords, and this is not what they desire. They are bored and discontent with the ending because they're experiencing it right now. So there's that. The universe has laws and all that shit where shit becomes magnetic, shit transforms. Sometimes a person's a catalyst to take you through a spiritual rebirth that you really do need. You really do be needing that shit, even if you don't want it. Sometimes a motherfucker, you just thinking you done got a friendship, a motherfucker that came in and triggered a whole spiritual awakening, and now you done release all your burdens from the past. Heavy, hurtful, but necessary. Right? So you got two options. You're going to be upset and bitter with the person, or you're going to be grateful about that. And then don't shoot the messenger. Catalyst was my main word. Don't be blaming these people for the position that the spirit put them in. The spirit do that. You be mad at somebody, you be mad at the fucking spirit. Because that's what needed to happen for your ass, and you wasn't listening, so they had to sit you down. And you wasn't listening, so you had to lose out to see that, damn, this is what it's like. If I don't, when I lose, or if I don't give into, this or over this, right? Or if I'm going to behave like this, like everything, every action has a reaction. Every consequence has a repercussion. So that's why you live and you learn shit. Change is inevitable. We all going to change whether we want to or not. So you might as well change for something that's worth the change. And that's something that's worth the change should officially, ultimately be you, right? You changing, you letting shit go, and you forgiving, you're healing. Why are you forgiving and healing for you? Fuck the motherfuckers you forgiving and healing over. You forgive them for you because that forgiving for you helps you to move forward. That helps you to be present and available emotionally when some real shit show up for you. Instead of pushing it away. Right? Or moving through the wrong energy that which you later regret because you just didn't realize that something was so good. You just got so caught up in the world being the same all the time that you finally got that one apple. You know, that one apple without the worm in it. And now you ain't even want to take a bite. So, I don't know. Your discernment is important in this world. Your intuition, your discernment, all that. Because it's going to help you see. And once you're good at intuition and discernment, you are more confident. You don't feel like you can be tricked as much. You feel like a motherfucker can't play with you like that. So you ain't scared to get out there and date. You ain't scared to get out there and be vulnerable because you're going to see the bullshit coming from a mile away. And all of that comes with you believing in yourself, being confident in yourself, and knowing that you can trust your ability to choose another person. You are not a fuck up. You're not a person who can't choose love properly because every time you choose love properly, people ain't. But it don't be like that, right? It don't be like that. It don't be like, oh, person. They be like, people will talk a good game, and then when you start to get to knowing them, and it's nothing like what the fuck they said. That's not to blame yourself for. That's a live and a learn process. That's to let you know that, yeah, people gonna talk, but everybody ain't to be believed. Right? That's gonna let you know that you needed to use discernment on these motherfuckers, because discernment is gonna tell you the truth through what's fake. Right? Your discernment will not be fooled. Why? Because it's attached to the source. It just won't happen. Your intuition happens before whatever is going down on the physical realm. And that's just that. Because that's just how it works. I thought beer is supposed to make you pee a lot. No? Tequila too? Alright, well. I got a bathroom break. I'm going to my bathroom. So. Oops, I done knocked y'all down! SOS! Are y'all okay? That's what the tequila did to me. And damn tequila. I'm feeling like Beyonce when she said, I've been drinking. But no, not the whole song. This some of it. This the part. She just sounded like she felt good. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the pain. What you say? I said that wrong. You can take the fame and the cheddar. You ain't in the deal. Still a go getter. Take my freedom for the moment, but it ain't forever. I got the spirit of the heart of a go-getter. I'm a king. I ain't never backed down or ran for no nigga. Even if I'm all alone, standing for me, still a jump. If it don't get no realer, 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. You better motherfucker say that, T.I. Back in the day, T.I. used to have some good old rhymes. That motherfucker said, you got an alligator mouth and a hummingbird ass. Your mouth writing checks that your ass can't cash. 145 and I'm out of your weight class. Want to survive? You better scramble like eggs and break fast. The punchline is so sick. Cause I know how to handle your fake ass. I'ma ride on you and hide you in yesterday's trash. Pull up in the Chevy, spraying rounds through the glass. What he said, spraying rounds through the glass. I see you laying face down in the grass and I laugh. Aha! Hell no. All right, moving along to the Aries people. I'll put 4 there. I know what I was gonna have when I came right back. Nigga mashed the Impala. That's the end. Checkmate. Game over. I holler. Telling your partner you don't know what you're doing to recognize the trouble you're getting into. I spent my childhood in the wildwood. Wildhood. What the fuck he said? And all that gangster shit you talking. Yeah, sound good. I was supposed to light up my blunt again a while ago. But I don't know what happened. Sometimes I get up into the reading and I don't be doing nothing. They're just up into the reading. All right. Aries. What's the window watching the weekend for y'all? I don't know why I keep hearing that song. They go, slow roll it. It's playing all in the background and shit. Who old school like that? Stroke it with emotion. My neighbor used to listen to that song all the time. Generosity, relationship, and competition. While I'm feeling chilly, don't the liquor supposed to be warming up my blood? I'm supposed to be hot and sweating and not cold. All right, now I got the heater on my feet. It's gonna work out. All right, so generosity, relationship, and competition. Competition for what? The relationship? Somebody dealing with a Sagittarius, or somebody in a relationship. But is it a relationship or is it competition? You competing, or somebody feel like they need to compete for a relationship? Cupid has done it again. Somebody got shot with the arrow. What the hell happened to my wrist? Somebody got shot shot with the Cupid's arrow back there. Listening, Ray, he just out there scoping out. You're gonna be in love. You're gonna be in love. Love's cast on your ass too. Generosity is a giving. Love, like no hesitation to give. Somebody wants to give because of Cupid's arrow. But there's competition in the background. I'm gonna see what's up with that. Because, baby, as far as I'm concerned, 3's a motherfucking crowd. That's mine, and I ain't sharing. Yeah. If I got to share, I don't want it. You can have that shit. Merry Christmas, bitch. I ain't sharing shit. I don't want to. I can have my own man. I don't want to share yours. Anyway. Moving on to what the hell generosity is. Lean by the water. Perk pill popper. That came out of nowhere. Wow. I mind my business and mama. Generosity. Death. And 6 of Wands. A lot of people pop perks. Just not me. I'm just not a lot of people. I smoke a little weed and that's it. Drink a little liquor maybe from time to time. Unless I be with hanging with people who drink, I might drink a little more than time to time, but I'm a smoke weed every day. Couldn't help myself. Okay, so the generosity is coming to an end with the death card. 6 of Wands is reward and recognition. So you taking action on basically 5 of Swords, defeat, betrayal. So there is the King of Swords. See, this is how you use the King of Swords. You see this? This motherfucker, and this is why people use the King of Swords up front, because it fucks them like this. So this man come in, he's generous, he's giving, or woman, generous, giving, until he realizes a motherfucker don't deserve his generosity. That's when he shut it down, right? He don't just come straight in being logical, like, yeah, motherfuckers, all you bitches. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. No, but so the King of Wands, he comes in, he's generous. He sees what the fuck he's dealing with and he shut that shit down. Now he's bringing out the King of Swords because the motherfucker got him fucked up. I've been giving to you and you're taking from me. That's when you realize a motherfucker don't deserve your generosity. That's when a motherfucker don't deserve your compassion. That's when a motherfucker don't deserve all that unconditional that you got to give. Because fuck that, don't waste your shit. Because the world is a cold, 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 cold place. Do not waste, if you are a warm place in this world, do not waste your shit on motherfuckers who want to be cold like the world. They need to get out there and go over there and be with the people that they like. Don't waste your shit. Especially when you know you got a lot to give. Do not hold your shit back and wait on somebody good because you're going to get it. Don't think that you got to settle out in this world because all these motherfuckers is the same. They all are the same in a lot, but it's some different people. Trust me and believe. People are different. People are worthy. People are worth a relationship. Some of them. But you need to discern because a lot of these motherfuckers ain't worth a damn. And I'm telling you the absolute truth. But what I want you to, this is what I want you to listen to the most. Do not go out in the world and let these people who ain't worth a damn block your blessings. Don't go out here looking at the world like ain't none of y'all worth shit because you ain't supposed to be like, you know, boo. You ain't supposed to be like Queen Latifah. You know, you are. Because remember when she was robbing that bank and every time she get in the car, she'd be like, bullshit, 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 bullshit. Now that's what I can ride to. Like that, right? That's how your life need to be. I was going to say don't be like her, but you really should in a sense. Because she already know what she like, right? You know what you want. So there's no point in trying to bend and twist and try to know. That's not going to get me nowhere. That's not going to get me nowhere. Me trying to live by your control, live by your strict rules and all that shit. No, I'm on me personally. I don't care about, like it's a lot of things I do. Let me just say something without saying too much. So I don't like controlling. That's a very possessive trait. When you are so possessive that it's unhealthy, you start to try to control shit, right? I don't mind a little possessive, but I don't want to be controlled at the same sense, if that makes sense. If you're a little possessive, it is not going to bother me at all. It's not going to bother me at all. When you're trying to start being my father, that's going to bother me. I am a trustworthy, honest person. So sitting here trying to treat me like I'm somebody that need to be watched, that's what's going to offend me. Because just give me a chance and watch. I'll show up the way I'm supposed to show up, how I show up on my own. Give me a fucking chance. Don't sit here like, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's a respect. I get that. Like when people have relationships and you feel like, I don't like them shorts on you because they're a little too short. That's different. If it makes you feel away, I'm going to take the shorts off. Not because you my daddy or because I got to, because we got mutual respect and I don't want you feeling away. Right? Fuck these shorts. I'll throw them away. It ain't no big deal. Right? But telling me I can't go here, do that, and I need to come in at 8, shit like that, that's control. We ain't gonna do that, baby. I'm a grown woman. And if you think that if you feeling you in a space that you need to control me that bad, you probably need to exit. But once you do, I'm a guarantee that you're gonna realize some shit But I just, life changes you. Life can change you, and it does. It changes me too, but just I don't let it change me so much that I must just be like, all you motherfuckers ain't shit. I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna give wholeheartedly. I'm gonna give everything I got up front. But you got one time to show me that you don't deserve what I'm giving, because I'm gonna revoke that shit so motherfucking fast. You're gonna be looking around, spinning in a motherfucking circle. Oh, and you ain't gonna care. No, you ain't gonna care first. Not until you realize the power. Not until you realize exactly. I can't get my words out. Not until you realize exactly what I was given and be able to wrap your mind around all that means. Because I'm a deep person. I always say that. If once you wrap your mind around everything that I brought to your energy, you gonna feel away. You're gonna feel away. You're gonna think you don't at first. You ain't gonna care at first, but you're gonna start to feel away. If what you desire is real, genuine love, and you somehow push me away, you're gonna feel away. I'm telling you. Why? Because I'm not. I don't have. You know how you be like, well, look. You know how you get out there and you meet guys and they've been through stuff, and you be like, I'm not like that person, and then you start trying to show them and prove to him that, oh, girl, been there, done that. I don't do that no more. That shit'll fuck you. It'll fuck you. It'll fuck you bad. Okay. So I don't care. I ain't doing that. But just living and learning is what had to teach me. I had to learn that the hard way. I had to be out there trying to prove myself, looking like a desperate pick me, for a motherfucker to be like, turn around and still be like, oh my God, you just, you know what I mean? People misunderstand you because they just make it their point to do so. So my better thing now is to just shut the fuck up. And I don't do that often. I'm going to talk and I'm going to express it. I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. Because I do that when I care. When I shut the fuck up, that's when shit is different. Because ain't no point in me talking to you no more. You ain't trying to hear nothing I got to say no way. So I might as well shut the fuck up and waste my breath, not waste my time, not waste my energy. Shit. At some point you'll realize, and then it'll be up to you to say something, to have some type of accountability moment, because I'm not saying gonna say shit. I'm not gonna, because like I just got done saying, the world is fucked up, but I'm never gonna let it change me. Each time I'm calling myself dating or talking to somebody, I'm gonna give it all I got in the front. Regardless of who did me how, which way in the past, I'm giving it all I got up front. Why? Because I don't want to live my life with no regrets. Right? And once I'm done or I wash my hands with the situation, I have no regrets because I gave everything. I gave it all. Right? I didn't hold back nothing. I did the right thing. I moved accordingly. I know I'm not going to be looking back on that situation like, damn, I should have. I wish I could have. You know, I mean, it might be some things that I could have tweaked, but it ain't gonna ever feel like, it's not gonna ever feel like, oh, I'm way down with regret, because I'm accountable. If I do something wrong, I'm gonna say I'm wrong, because we are not perfect. We are human beings having human experiences. We're gonna fuck up, and when you fuck up, you say, sorry, I apologize. Those were not my intentions. It's okay, right? But it ain't like that in the perspective for everybody out here. That's my perspective. So when I get out here in the world trying to think that people are like me or think like me somehow, that is where shit gets mixed up. That's where you get confused and disappointed by love all the time. You have to take a step back, right? You have to be who you are and still have boundaries. Because your boundaries, when you put your boundaries in place, that keeps people back a little bit. Right? That keeps you being able to be who you are, but not let people do too much taking advantage. Right? Because once the boundary set up, it's like a wall. And if people can't get over that hurdle, baby, they stuck on that end. That separates the haves from the have-nots. If you catch my drift. Okay? So, back to whatever we got going on with you, Aries. I feel like you was very generous in giving to somebody until you realized that they didn't deserve your generosity. They didn't deserve your giving. They didn't deserve all the love you was bringing to this table. So you stopped it. You stopped giving it. You stopped loving. You stopped listening. You stopped this. You stopped that. You left their ass smooth out in the cold from all your giving. And relationships is the next card. I want to know what the Six of Wands is, what you realize. I don't even need to know no more with that. The Seven of Swords, you realize you was dealing with a lion, cheating, son of a, the way you do me. Boy, I'm tired of taking your shit. See, I know all about those fast hoes up in college. Anyway, but it's a girl, and that's how the song goes. But it's a masculine energy in a sense. In a sense, the Aries is a man, and he be doing all this giving to somebody who he can't even trust. Now, ain't that about a bitch? 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands. It could be you too, Aries woman. So, but regardless of whether it's an Aries man or an Aries woman, I feel like you're the weight. You're wanting to put that weight down. This is something that you already been stuck or captured or trapped in your mind about, and you don't want to be sit there stuck in your mind no longer. You don't want to hold the weight of none of this disconnection, none of that shit. You want out. You want out. You see it clearly now. The rain is gone, and you just want to wake up and smell the coffee like your motherfucking name is Folgers, or this is a Folgers commercial. I don't know. You take your pick, but that's what it is. Let's see what you see with the 7 of Swords. Because this is what it's boiling down to. You offering solidness, tangibility for a motherfucker to be turning around and playing in your face. That's what pisses you off there. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, betrayal, deception. King of Swords to the Emperor. That's Aries energy. But the Aries, this is you about to go straight cold logical because you realize somebody don't deserve the side of you that you've been given. So you're going to have to shut it down. Hell to the no. Relationships. You might not even want to date anymore after this. Yeah, something's going to be left out in the cold by you, or you're going to chalk it up as a loss because you're not into this. This is not what you signed up for. There's aborting and discontent energy, and I feel like you're just going to retreat altogether. I feel like what you were looking for is wish fulfillment. What you thought you were building was wish fulfillment. You were offering your love and giving your generosity, being strong and courageous for a motherfucker to just play. Competition. Repetition for somebody. Talking about this. What is this? Competition. The Fool. So maybe you're competing. Somebody sleeping in my bed. Somebody saying my place. So what the fuck? The Knight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Hierophant. So somebody's supposed to be committed, but they're flighty. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, but this is somebody who take risks. So you're competing with a motherfucker because your person's taking a risk. So even though they're supposed to be in a commitment, they out here collaborating, building, and taking risk with other motherfuckers. And what that look like? It's looking like you better off on your own. It's looking like an 10 of Swords. It's looking like you've taken the last sword in the back that you could. It's looking like emotionally, it's time for you to withdraw, walk away, because emotionally, like I said, you're not being served. It's time for a fresh start, a spark of a new environment, a new direction. It's time for you to wake up and smell the coffee again. Love ain't curing shit when love ain't there. Just remember that. I got a cousin, and she's an Aries, right? And she don't get personal from me these days. She ain't gotten one in a while, but several people in my lifetime, I just say this, several people in my lifetime could have listened to me, and I could have saved their ass a lot of heartache and pain. But people are biased, and I am not, right? When it comes to doing my job or standing in my power, I am not biased. I am extremely emotional and all of that, but I ain't biased, right? I know how to shut emotions down when need be, but I'm a free flow of emotions just because why not? I be spreading love and showing up in my energy because why? Why not? The only way I'm going to stop the flow is if the flow is being bothered. Let's say stopped up in a sense, because if the water's flowing and somebody's putting a stop to your shit, it's like somebody's Debbie downing on your energy. That's the only way I'm going to put a stop to my energy. Other than that, I'm going to just be flowing in that thing because that's just how they go. Like this person's being. But the point I'm making is People have to live and learn. And people, a lot of times in the world, y'all be biased by emotion. And you shouldn't be. You should love freely still, but you shouldn't be biased by emotion. What I mean by that is we loving somebody, and this is a hard way I had to learn, because you'll let a person do this to you and do that to you and do that to you and still keep fucking with them. And then by the time you let them go, your feelings are all hurt. You supposed to cut a motherfucker off the first time. People don't supposed to get away with shit. Right? That's how you supposed to stand up about yourself. But guess what? Emotions get biased. So I say I can be biased sometimes. I can let you slide a couple times with compassion and a love because I care. But it's only going to be a couple times, because after that, I'm going to have to get on your ass, or I'm going to have to stand on your neck because you got me fucked up, thinking that I'm something that I'm not. You're determined to misunderstand me. You're determined to put a character on me that is not, and that's what you're not going to do. My character is squeaky clean, so don't fucking play with me. Don't try to make it pass me off as nothing that I'm not, because that's when shit gonna get serious around this bitch. Because I'm fair, I'm compassionate, I'm kind, but I'm anal at the same time. So it's by your emotions. Love a person, love them wholeheartedly. But at any point in time, if they showing up in an energy that they don't deserve that love anymore, you revoke that shit and you stand on it, no matter how much it hurts. Because I'm saying that to whoever's in this connection, because I already clarified all this. Competition. And I brought up my cousin because she Aries. It made me think of her, because she said I give her a reading, a personal reading from the spirit, and she tells me that she don't think that God would have you leaving the person that you love out there like that and this and that. When it come to, I don't know. I think it was like maybe she is holding down the bills or some shit like that. I don't know really what it was, but I think it was the bills. But, and I love not all my people. I don't give a fuck about a lot of them. But I love most of my people. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you, and it ain't many people that I fuck with. It'll rub me wrong. If you rub me wrong, then I probably done distance you. And I might not even tell you that you rubbed me wrong. I just keep it at that. But anyway, people get biased by emotion. That's what I'm boiling down to. And they won't make the right choice. But then later down the line, they could have saved themselves all this heartache from just doing what their spirit told them to, or doing what the spirit told them to do. But they couldn't, because love just wouldn't do this. And they love me, and they just, but sometimes people, just because your love is one way, you love a person and you wouldn't do this, the way they love and their definition of love might not be yours. Some motherfuckers will absolutely whoop your ass and say they love you. Some motherfuckers will absolutely cheat on you and still call it love, because they brought up in these broken ass cycles that they ain't healing. So stop just thinking, because love don't mean shit unless we are on the same page and we are on the same love and we are vibrating equally. Other than that, it don't matter. If love is not equal and balanced, it does not matter. Keep that in mind. Because before you be being biased for some love. But people got to live and they got to learn. And I be still trying not to take stuff like that personal, but I will. I'll take shit like that personal. If I'm coming, don't come to me and ask me to talk to you, to tell you something from the spirit for you to turn around and still think you're going to lean onto your own understanding and tell me it ain't, well, then shut the fuck up. Don't ask me shit else then. God, that's it. That's all. And I'm a feel away. I ain't going to, what's the point of you asking? If you want to take your own advice, then do that. Don't waste your money. Keep that shit and do your thing. Learn the hard way. But, and then I ain't really taking it personal, but I'll be taking it personal because I rock with the spirit. And people don't have enough faith for me, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The way motherfuckers are given to fear, but won't give it to faith. It's wild to me. And then they want to throw religion around. It's crazy to me. Like, it just don't make sense. People don't stand for shit. Sadly enough, they just do not. So don't be out here thinking the wrong shit is all I'm saying. Make sure you stand up with your intuition and that gut feeling. Make sure you feeling out the environment and not just listening to what a motherfucker told you about it. I'm just saying. So, moving on to the Taurus, people. Why I hear Kelly Price? I think is that Kelly Price? It'd be like, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. No, 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 no. Who the fuck do I think I am? Moneybag Yo, so I ain't acting like nothing I ain't. Hell no. Time got away. They say time fly when you having a good time. Did that mean y'all living in the moment? I don't really know. Yeah, you are. Now I hear the Pretty Ricky Grind on Me song. Relax your mind, take your time with me. That's definitely some living in the moment shit. Not worried about tomorrow, like the other song said. We worried about tonight. Like, damn. I'm minding my business, Taurus people. It's the cheers to the freaking weekend. I drank to that. Do your thing, baby. I'm gonna be sitting right over here by my lonesome in some peace. I'm gonna do a little straightening up and I'm gonna give me some money. Other than that, I'm chilling. I'll be chilling. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't go out. I'm a homebody. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. But I say have a good motherfucking time and be careful and protect your energy. That's the most important thing. You only live once, right? Shit. I did a DoorDash today. Motherfucker said like I went right to the CVS and people was buying condoms. I said, oh, they about to have them a time. Let me mind my business. I'm glad it's to leave it at the door because it's awkward to the motherfucker for you to be having me handed to you. Could you hurry up, please? I've been waiting on you to pull up with these. Like, my bad. I don't even want to run into nobody. I'm be working. I can't find a customer. Have the weekend you motherfucking want to. It's your life. You should live it. That's all I'm saying. I just don't want to. I live though. I will live, but I don't want to waste my time mixing and mingling with most of these motherfuckers that I know ain't worth the value of my time or my effort. I'm gonna stay solo, baby. To somebody worth my time. Then I'll give it. Until then, fuck all that shit. And I don't be having no friends for real. I go out by myself, but that ain't really my vibe no more. I don't know, maybe 36 did that to me. I'm on Taurus. I don't know. Jealousy. Got these niggas scared, want to bust a nigga head for no reason. What you doing, Taurus? We got jealousy, we got maturity, we got achievements. That's why they mad. They mad because you do it better than them. Thank you, healer of divine love. Thank you. And then we got it. So achievements and maturity. That's why they mad. This is why somebody's jealous of you. Because you on your grown woman, grown man, and it's working out. It look like you taking flights right here. Somebody mad they can't afford to do what you do. They can't keep up with the Jones, so to speak. You the Jones? Clock that. I'm just saying now. So tell me about the jealousy. This for the weekend. The Fool. The Knight of Swords. I mean, wands. Ten of Pentacles. So you got, it's like good news. This is you receiving good news. Using your tools that you have to manifest to create something for yourself. While these people sit on their ass and do nothing. And they got the nerve to be mad at you. They mad at you for it. So the Fool is here, which lets me know that you took some type of risk. A persevering risk at that. And the Ten of Pentacles is what you produce from your risk. You took a risk here. What is that Ten of Pentacles? Is that money? Somebody pocket watching. No wonder they jealous. It could be Aquarius. Could be a Scorpio. But I feel like you're having a powerful realization that your wishes are being fulfilled, or they have been fulfilled, or they are. It's something intuitively here. Some type of intuitive action that you will take, but you're afraid to take it. But you take a risk anyway, and it pays off in a major way. Jackpot. Cha-ching. That's what I heard. So it's money. Your intuition is about moving in the calmer waters to doing something that you love to do. Persevering, conquering, and being blessed. Some of y'all dealing with not a Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn for somebody, but it's a Cancer here. That's what I wanted to say. Somebody's a Cancer. And the Cancer is a feminine energy. And I feel like you want to offer your love to this Cancer energy, but her back is turned to you. And I feel like you're only offering this Cancer woman love because you're having some type of foul. I don't know. Powerful realization here. You're feeling left out in the cold. Abandoned even. Your thoughts could be obsessive here when it comes to this person. You're looking out to the world here. You choices, movements, decisions, weighing out your options. The Emperor. It's possible that you somebody needed you. I'm gonna say you, Taurus. You or somebody. I'm gonna say you though. Needed a need for control. There was a need for control, or feeling like you needed to run something, or a need for control. The Emperor is supposed to be a boss that a lot of times he do, but he controls things, right? He runs the show. It's control, it's ego, it's pride. But the Justice is saying to be fair. It ain't about that. It's saying to be fair and work together to collaborate as equals. And the Four of Pentacles says that somebody was holding back from that. You could have been holding back from love, and this is why somebody's now giving you the cold shoulder. Six of Wands, though. Oh, during this cold shoulder, or somebody turning their back on you, it's brought out a harsh realization in your mentality that this is what you really want. So you need to stop being stubborn because you're in your own damn way. It's what you really want. So maturity, that's why it's like, it is what you really want, but maybe the past then disappointed you a time or two. And I've been in love 1,000,000 times. Still nobody can love me like you. I might have said that wrong, but whatever. It's Gerald Levert. Nobody. So we got maturity. That's somebody stepping up to the plate to get what they desire. Because why would you let yourself down? Of course you wouldn't. But you slow moving. You moving real slow, taking your time. But I do feel like you see a future here with this person. And you do want to offer them something solid. Four of Pentacles. Some type of good news is coming in. Or this is you extending an olive branch. Some apology or some emotion. I feel like it's just something. It's coming off as an achievement because this might be something that you've been holding yourself back from or being stubborn. When it comes to her, you might have lacked what you needed to see. With the Six of Wands energy, or recognition comes in so that you can do things fairly. And this could be somebody when it comes to a Taurus woman. So somebody couldn't see that Taurus woman. Somebody couldn't see you. With the moon energy, or this is whoever you're dealing with, Taurus masculine, you couldn't see that they offered the potential of a Queen of Pentacles to your King of Pentacles, and that's your equal match. So now you need to move accordingly. Hello. Tell me about achievements. And I do feel like you will conquer and overcome this Five of Pentacles, this abandonment, this feeling left out in the cold energy based upon your own bad decisions. Five of Swords. And then the Devil. So that's toxic energy. Now you feeling like you juggling, trying to way trying to come into balance, trying to fix shit. And Three of Swords, your feelings is hurt. Your heart is broken. Six of Pentacles, or you broke the heart of another. Queen of Wands, and you want to restore the balance into a connection. Yeah, in the past, you might not have been the best. Not that you were dishonest, but I feel like you could have been in this saboteur energy to where you were being egotistical or prideful or maybe combative even, causing conflict or confrontation. Page of Wands, being immature and curious instead of sure and solid. And it brought defenses up. See, one thing is some people don't want to waste their time on nothing else that ain't going to be a forever. And some people, and once they realize, okay, we doing this, they need to know. They need to make sure you got the emotional security, the safe blanket, the safety. They need to make sure that you got everything that they need. And that should be okay with you. Somebody should be able to say that. You shouldn't be offended or anything unless you're dealing with your own demons. And of course, you're going to be offended. But you achieve whatever it is that you are meant to. I'm hearing, who's that man to sing it? I don't know, but I know the words. That song where he be like, Jaheim, you can have anything I got. All of me right on the spot. Na 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 na. And then he say, you can have anything I own. Work my fingers all the way to the bone. Na 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 na. You know why he's saying that? Because he didn't realize she deserved that. And he willing to give it if she deserve it. That's the whole thing. Everybody willing to give with somebody. If you, I'll give you my love if you deserve it. But at any point in time, if I find out you don't deserve it, then I'm going to have to revoke them privileges. Because you took them for granted. And that's how you got to stand on business behind yourself. Because that's how you put out into the universe what you desire, what you deserve. You can't never give up. And be like, well, this is best I had so far. Like, you can if that's what you want to do, baby. But I feel like I be bringing too much to the table for me to not get the best that I deserve. Ace of Swords in here flipped. Clarity, truth, honest communication, triumphant success. Somebody good at what they do. Okay, Gemini. That's where I'm going now. To the Gemini peeps. Hey, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, you'll be here in a minute, baby. What's the point that you're trying to prove, Gemini? Is what I'm waiting on next. Diligence. What is that? Might be, I don't know if this is a Knight of Pentacles. And baby, yeah. So I don't know if you're, I don't know how I feel about the energy. Are you having a point to prove? Something about Geminis, whatever they got going on in here with Beyonce's energy. A celebration, courage, motherhood. That's the Empress giving birth in. fatigue. So you're letting, it says solitude, ending, letting go. Somebody, it's like doing something that somebody thought you wouldn't. So maybe it's not about proving that you can replace somebody or you can have another them, or is this about you proving to yourself or finally letting something go or releasing something that really didn't serve you in the present time is what I heard. Tell me about the celebration. What's today? Is it Gemini season? I see, ain't y'all celebrating for y'all birthdays and shit? So I don't know if it's, did it roll over to Taurus season? No, Taurus goes first and then Gemini. When does Cancer come in? Not to Leo. Wait a minute, not till early July, late June, early July is Cancer. So we definitely in Gemini. We definitely are in Gemini, wrapping up Gemini, just left Gemini until tomorrow. So definitely, y'all definitely celebrating. Party like a rock, party like a rock star, party like a rock, party like a rock star is what I hear. I cannot say I'm mad at that. Shit. Then we got the Fool card. The Fool card is clarifying celebrations. With the Two of Wands, you decided to take some type of risk or take some type of leap. What is the Fool for you? I don't know if you left your ass to the altar. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Oh, shit. Four of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Be careful doing something that you might later regret. Because I don't know why it feels like, no offense to anybody who's Nigerian or African or anything, but it just feels like getting married to a motherfucker for their green card and some money exchange, but then feeling like, damn, I wanted it to be sacred, or later it's like, that's what it feels like. That's just an example. Not that that's the exact story, but it feels like doing something not well thought out, or it was maybe you got somebody put a price on it and you was just like, you know what, why not? They're all dressed up in wedding gowns and like the bridesmaids and shit. This could be that somebody's been taking their time or really thinking about how they want a future to turn out with someone else after they've missed out an opportunity, and they're hoping still for a triumphant success in the future, so they're planning to take a risk. It could also go that way. Yeah, because the next card is Courage, which would really make sense because somebody sees what they got and they want to be strong and courageous to go get it. The 21st is Cancer. Yeah, my daughter's a Cancer coming up in early July. So the courage is somebody wants to find the courage to communicate with you because they see something. They have a reward or recognition. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This could be Gemini. You can want to you could want to have a communication with a fire sign, or they could want to have a conversation with you. But somebody feels connected here on the soul level, but they just like they're tired with fatigue energy. With the fatigue there, they're tired. They're worn down. It's like they just need a rest, a pit stop. Four of Wands. Fighting to get home. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. This is like somebody going through a whole feeling abandonment and feeling abandoned. The Tower, rock bottom, a realignment, adjustment necessarily needed for a solid foundation. A new way of doing things spiritually here on a spiritual level with the Hierophant. So shifts and changes happening in order to stabilize motherhood. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, The Ten of Wands. Nine of Swords reverse. Somebody's up at night thinking they can't sleep. Is it the Queen of Swords energy that's bothering something to them? King of Pentacles. There's a, I'm not gonna say, I'm not even on Taurus no more. So the King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. There's an earth sign here who is reflecting. He's in lingo, but he's reflecting on something. And until he does, he's not, excuse me, making any moves. He's trying to focus on all the release what's not serving him, because the harsh reality is that the sun did everything that he needed to see and exposed that it was him. They needed to look in the mirror that it was him. You are the problem. So ain't that a bitch? Good thing you made that noise loud enough. I completely forgot about coming in here and charging my phone. I ain't forget about coming to get my shot glass out, though. I got this little stand thing. I can put my phone on while it charges. I feel good. Just like I knew that I would love. I feel good. I knew that I would. No meat. Pig feet. Is that how it go? That's how it go if I'm singing it. All right, now I can plug my charger up in the bottom so that the phone doesn't die on us. After 20% goes away. Okay, did I do this right so that I can get it to charge? There we go. And it goes a little something like this. Your son's birthday is the 21st. Oh, now. Oh, well, happy birthday. You say because it's after midnight on a Friday. So technically it's Saturday. Anyway, so the tower. Damn. Let me see something. Let me see something. I said, let me see something. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Excuse me. So the tower is here. The tower is a need for an alignment or just some shit that's out of your control that brings in something that you don't see coming. But I do feel like with the fatigue being here, it's like somebody it's just well needed. The temperance on the bottom being healing and equilibrium. I feel like this is well needed for something. What's the temperance in the Hierophant? Page of Swords. It's a perspective that's well needed. Why? Because somebody is tiring themselves out here. Thoughts, burdens, something's tiring a person out. And the Empress's energy. It's like the Empress gives birth to movement. To the shift that creates the movement. To the completion. That is the cycle. The cycle of drama, combativeness, and ego. And there's the Empress, again, clarifying the Empress. She's giving birth to something new. And that something new could be love. If this isn't love, tell me what it is. Can I be dreaming or just plain crazy? L-O-V-E, what it means to me. Oh, if this isn't love. Moving on to the Cancer people. I don't know. I wonder if one of my kids put some bottled waters in the fridge for me. You know what I'm thinking? It's a big fat no. They say if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Think about your kids, though. They don't be meaning no harm. Kids gonna be kids. I don't know what that said. I just now was about to read it. But I'm glad you checking yourself before you're wrecking yourself. Because, baby, that's all that's going to happen. You swerving in my lane causes a wreck. And I'm not hitting the brakes. I'm going to be rolling in my police interceptor ready to pit maneuver me, motherfucker. See, don't get me started. Just let me be great. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me just dwell here in my little bit of tipsiness that I got going on for myself. And I don't know. I just rolled up one blunt, so it's gone now. I don't know. I don't know what to do but get a swisher. That's what I don't like about liquor. I be sitting there chain smoking. Anyway, let me write down a timestamp for the Cancer people. Let's write y'all down at 1:37 on the dot. Don't be late. Got a date at 8? I don't know what that's about. Something about showing up on time. Being punctual. It's going to make a difference. You tired? So are they. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Because I feel like it's about being a woman or a man of your word. Being that your word can be held at face value. Solitude. Yeah, somebody's good all by themselves without nobody. So you better be about what you're talking about. You better be moving like you say you moving. You better be standing like you say you standing. Because the motherfucker don't got time. They go resort back right to their solitude. Generosity. Relationships. Endings. Gentleness. Diligence. I don't know. If I feel the energy of excuse me, I feel the energy of like somebody's coming out to get stuff. Like I'm by myself. I'm good by it's like that facade, not even a facade. Not that they not good by themselves, but they come out for somebody to give to them, you know, to receive the generosity of another. Possibly because they're a CEO and they feel like, oh shit, I'm all over here. They feel like, oh, you got it. It's like somebody coming out or taking advantage of somebody's pockets and tell them, you got it. You a CEO. You'll make it back. Be careful of people's intentions out there when it comes to you. Why is solitude here? Somebody could be introspecting what needs to be taken control of or what type of action that they need to take. Because they are wanting to, it could be somebody who turned their back on you here or somebody who's went cold on you because they feel like you was cold first. But I feel like you got this wounded warrior energy here. Which says this, somebody's been through a lot. But in solitude, you reflect on you and what makes you happy and what you want to do and what you've been through and how you react and how you showing up and what you might need to let go of, like what you might need to introduce or reintroduce or that. That's that part. Somebody's impatient. They need to slow their lines. So the lines could be the reason you got propelled into the solitude energy anyway. In the first, a need for a transformation with the death card energy. Ending is normally just a new beginning. So I do feel like you might be transitioning or going through some type of transformation here in order to act accordingly or move accordingly when it comes to a collaboration. What's the Three of Pentacles? The Six of Wands, a victory. So a shared victory, the Sun. This could be relationships. Four of Wands reverse. Burn down the house. Four of Wands reverse clarified by the Six of Wands. Reward and recognition. Exposure here. That's something supposed to be victorious, but it's not. Oh, excuse me. Something supposed to be structured, foundational, and solid. Stable, but it's not. Okay. Generosity. But let's go to the CEO first. Said I work my fingers down to the bone. Somebody worked real hard to be where they at. But the universe is shifting here, possibly in the favor of this Empress. So whoever's been getting all these achievements might want to give you something. A token of appreciation. Two of Pentacles to the High Priestess. To the, excuse me, to the Strength card. Somebody's taming their beast. It's like the Strength card, the woman, she could tame the beast too, but normally this could also be about somebody taming their inner strength so that their intuition can be heard, because I feel like they become like all over the place when they receive some type of messages or hear some type of form of good news. Five of Wands, excuse me, naysayers. So somebody's not in approval when it comes to a relationship or two people that love each other. Who gives a fuck about your approval? I do feel like this person will be risking it for the biscuit. Somebody be gonna do it anyway. Like, what kind of shit is that? You tell me that I need approval from you for me to live my life. That'll make a situation sticky. Because either you trying to keep tabs on me or control me, and I don't like either. Mind your business, and I'm a mind mine. Oh. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to drink some energy drink. I'm starting to get tired and shit, and I don't want to pass out. I'm only halfway there. Keep on pushing. Barred mask. What are you talking about? You do you and I do me. Everything else is inconsequential. Luck of the draw. You do you. That's the classic line people say when they bothered. You do you and I'ma do me. I feel like you can always do you. Whether there's somebody else is doing them is their problem. I feel like as long as you open and honest about what the fuck you got going on, you'll be fine. Give people a choice. And hey, if they signed up for it, that's on them. But don't let me agree or sign myself up. Don't just take my motherfucking choice away. Cause I'm gonna be offended. Tell me what it is and let me decide. Alright, Leo. That's what I'm moving on to. I'm gonna put it on 146. I ain't drinking no energy drink as long as I can fight it. Choice is relative. No hate, love. I'm saying, like, when you get into an argument with a person that you care about and you like, the first thing you tell them is, you do you and I'm going to do me. That's the classic I done got in my feelings response. I used to say that, though. That's what it made me think of. And I'm still going to do me. But doing me today is different than what back then used to do. Mean when I say, I'm going to do me. Do people? Oh, yeah. Obviously. It's a thin line between sleep and awake. Here go my energy. I'm about to take me a drink. Remix in this thing. Well, I got the potential to nod off in the reading, so I better get ahead of the problem. But mixing this with alcohol, am I going to be all right? I feel like the worst that can happen is it can send me to the bathroom, but I don't got time for that right now. I'm busy. So let me just start with a little swig. That counts. If I find myself yawning too much more, then I'll try another swig. I'm always real with myself. I don't understand what you're talking about. It's like, I don't know. Some of y'all just confuse me. You came in and said, you do you, I'll do me. Anything else is inconsequential. Was that your opinion? So whatever the hell's going on. And I just gave it my opinion in return. And now you're saying the choice is relative, no love, no hate, like it was like you was offended or something. And you're letting me know that you don't want any problems, and I was never given any. And then you're telling me being real with yourself is important. Just scrolled by. Good night. He's like he's exiting a disagreement exit. I don't know the energy. I pick up on energy, people's energy. I don't pay much to the words. So your energy and your words are confusing together. Because your words are saying, I don't want a problem, but your energy is coming in and just maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on, really, to be honest. I'm just a bystander like everybody the fuck else. All right. Leo. I don't think I ever shuffled y'all cards out because it's only been 3 minutes. Ain't no way I did a reading for y'all that fast. Precision. And dedication is reverse. Yeah. So it's given that you got a certain target to meet, but you're not dedicated or inspired to do it. Swiftness. Somebody bothering you. Desire, impulsive, Epicurean, legacy, heartbreak. So either somebody's fucking with you in the spiritual realm, or you are got a hesitation because you're afraid. And the hesitation because you're afraid is getting in your way of being dedicated to something that you feel that you're very wanting to be very precise or accurate about. Protection and swiftness. That's what makes me think this could be spiritual. What's the dedication reverse? So love. Love could be bumming you out, or you could be connected to an energy that's sucking all your what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an A. It's ambition. Somebody that you're connected to could be sucking all your ambition out, and you're not dedicated or inspired to do shit. Then you could need some swift protection, a swift spiritual bath, a swift reinforcement of your energy, protection, a swift reinforcement of the energy that the protection that stands up in your energy, precision. You could be a target as well, because the picture that they use in this precision card, she's trying to aim at something specific. So you could be in somebody's sights or they in yours. Six of Cups, the Temperance, something about the past being healed. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving motherfucker that you ever did see. It's like somebody wanting to take a risk towards somebody, and it's like a target. You only have your eye on somebody. You got somebody in your sights, and that's who you want to take a risk towards, or this is somebody who want to take a risk towards you. But so they're like seeing you as single, or maybe mingling. Somebody feel like they might have to fight for a connection, and they're in the shadows trying to see if that is what they should do, if they should find some strength, or this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to find strength to communicate. No, somebody wants to communicate. They just have to find the strength. And when somebody needs to find the strength, it's either because they don't feel good enough or they've been hiding behind pride. They have to find the strength to be vulnerable, because somehow being vulnerable is going to be a major strike to their ego. And it's like they got to prepare themselves to take the hit. It's why you shouldn't prioritize ego too much, because it's not even that deep. But people got to do what they got to do. So that could be another reason why somebody's not inspired to do something, because it requires a lot of work. But the past, somebody's precise. Somebody's got their eye on. Somebody's like got some type of accountability or something that they got to get to you. I feel like they're moving in quickly. They're coming off of a completion or ending a finish to another cycle here. And this is why they're moving right in your direction. They're not feeling inspired to do so, but somebody want to offer you love. Or this is you. Queen of Cups. Somebody wants to offer an emotional, it's like apology, love. It's like a bunch of love there. It's the harsh reality. Four of Pentacles. Somebody holding back because they got anxiety, because they having stress when it comes to expressing their emotions. It's like being in a situation where you have pride and ego, so you don't want to open up and be vulnerable. But then you sit in your pride and ego for so long, realizing, damn, I really want to say something to this person because I care about them. But I can't do that because it's going to make my pride look bad, right? And either you got two options: to put your pride down and be vulnerable, or let your pride force you to miss out on something. And that's when the fear of rejection creeps up, because you sat there holding that stance for so long, and now that you finally want to say something to a motherfucker, you don't know how they're gonna react to you. So now you're scared to say something to them because you don't know if they're gonna reject you, accept you, or close the door in your face. So then you move from the energy of feeling like you need to Protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your vulnerability, protect your ego. Save face for your ego to protect in this connection that you really care about. See how all that change through energy works? And all that should be out of people's control. Even though they be trying to control, and they don't be controlling a fuck ass thing. Not shit. So what you need to, what you want to protect now is your wish fulfillment. You have the tools that you need to do it. But the Ten of Wands says it requires a release of burdens. And something needs to happen quick, or will. The Eight of Wands card is here in the swiftness. So something's moving mighty quick below the surface. Ten of Wands, what are these burdens though? So it's you, something that you needed to reflect on the past. Your burdens are the past. This is you, that your 3 cups that spilled in the past, and you need to turn around and focus on the 2 that's ready to be something for you. This is somebody constantly reflecting over the past, which is keeping you from being vulnerable. So now, instead of just being vulnerable, which should be just a natural reflex, you got to find strength and courage just to do so. And there's a shift, a transformation. And I do feel like this is the changes that somebody has clarity here, whereas they could not see, or something was very unknown to them. Swiftness. I feel like somebody gets that clarity and they move on it immediately. Because look, there's the completion. There's the end to the confusion. To the Two of Wands. Looking towards the future. Choices, movements, and decisions. Ten of Swords to the Six of Swords. Something's over. Calmer waters coming. Mysterious, unknown, intuitive. The universe shifting. The sun exposing. And finding out that you're better off on your own than dealing with certain motherfuckers. Introspection. Looking at yourself within and seeing what needs to be tweaked, changed. What's not working for you when you show up out here. What you still might be holding on to, what you really desire in your heart of hearts. All of that shit is the Hermit. It's introspection, where you just check out yourself inside. Lights being shown. Experience leads the way. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Thanks for the love, the stars, the stuff. Nope, spirit help. On your own, ain't nothing bad about that. On your own, you gotta learn to be on your own for you to be hard, for it to be hard in the motherfucker for you to come out that bitch. Ain't it crazy? You go right in solitude. You're supposed to go in there, introspect, and come out, but you be in that motherfucker because that's what in hermit mode you learn. You learn some real shit in hermit mode. You learn that you better off saving your energy than wasting to mix and mingle with motherfuckers that ain't even like you. You learn you better off just staying by yourself than having a bunch of fake motherfuckers around you that you gonna call a friend. You learn that even though you learn so much shit, so you just stay by your lonesome. Because you're better off by yourself. You're better off on your own than dealing with the likes of many motherfuckers. Not all of them, but many of them. So that's why you get so comfortable being alone. And people who are comfortable being alone are dangerous motherfuckers when it comes to emotions. Them ain't people you're going to play with. Because they're going to leave. They're going to cut up out of there. You're supposed to anyway. You're supposed to be okay by yourself. So much okay by yourself that when anytime a situation don't serve you emotionally, you ride the fuck out and you go back to being by yourself because you'd rather be by yourself than out here settling, faking it and pretending and being something that you're not. That's what the whole learning to be by yourself was about. So you don't sit here and be codependent. So you don't sit here and hold on to some shit you're supposed to let go of. So you don't sit here and have a motherfucker out here mistreating you when you know you deserve better. So when a motherfucker's out here mistreating you when you know you deserve better, you take that time to go back into your isolation mode because you good by yourself. You go over there and be good by yourself until you find you some shit in the world that's good enough to be with you. And that's how that goes. And you be willing to stay by yourself for as long as it takes. That's how you get good shit. Because you don't be giving up talking about, well, this is probably the best I'm going to get. She is blocked. And her too many. She and her two men are blocked from your energy. Trying to steal your money. Yep, you gotta love being yourself. Because when you love being yourself, you don't stop being yourself for nobody else. You be yourself and you let everybody else deal with it. Kind of like the sun. When it be out there shining. The sun don't stop shining bright for nobody. You better get some sunglasses on. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind. All right, let me move on to the Virgos. Hold up. Don't try to hold me down. No, baby, hold me up. Lift me up. Don't hold me down. Because you start holding me down and hold me back, I'm going to have to rotate. The fuck up out of there. I'm a barbecue. I was going to barbecue today. But my kids, they left for my mom's for the weekend. So I don't want to cook all that food and just be stuck here eating it by myself. So I changed my mind. I'm on a barbecue this week, though. I am. What time do I want to put? I'm hearing the song that go, tomorrow will come and girl, I can't wait. It's our anniversary. All I really have to say, my darling, today is a special day we call our own. So put me in your arms and hold me and tell me that you love me and I'll be there. So I don't know if tomorrow or some type of anniversary is coming up for y'all, Virgo, or y'all about to start. It's about to be the start of something that you will be calling an anniversary come next year. Hell, I don't know what y'all got going on, but it's about the anniversary of something. Or something's annual. Something about something happening annual once a year or a yearly celebration. Do you know what today is? Solitude is coming out first. Swiftness. With the quickness is what I heard. Gentleness. Fulfillment. Hard work. Skillful. Stagnation. Epicurean. Indecision. So I don't know. I feel like somebody's been by themselves reflecting on what it is that they truly want. I feel like whatever it is that's happening, swiftness, with the swiftness, is because I feel like you wasn't sure at first if that's what you really wanted to do. But I feel like at the last minute you decided and now you need to move fast, or you are moving fast into a stage of gentleness, understanding, compassion, kindness is what I heard. Well, tell me about solitude. Solitude has been here for a lot of people. See, there it is. Somebody's in solitude again. See, these is people. It's a lot. It's the season for 'tis the season. I can't even get it out right. 'Tis the season for accountability. Fa la 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 la. You gonna come back and apologize for what you did to me. I couldn't get that in right. But that's what this is. A lot of this is going on. A lot of this is people going in, reflecting, looking at I'm staring at the man in the mirror and being harshly. The Knight of Swords is the harsh truth. This is somebody looking in the mirror and harshly having to admit that they are the fucking problem because they are choosing to focus on the past when it's two perfectly fine cups right here. Two of cups are right there behind them waiting for them to live and start fresh. But they can't focus on the future because they're too busy focusing on the past. You are the problem, baby. You are living through the future, trying to live and have a future through the lens of your past. You ain't going to get nowhere because the past got you stuck up on hurt. So if you caught up on hurt, how can we have a fresh, clean slate together and having anything? No, it won't work out. So somebody's introspecting and they're realizing that they're the problem because they haven't let the past go. And this is why they can't fully turn around and look at the future. They won't stop looking at the past like it's there to haunt them or something. What's the Five of Cups? The High Priestess. Between a rock and a hard space. Seven of Wands. See, look, you're very defensive, but you're passionate about it at the same time. This is somebody realizing, okay, all right, I'm the problem. Now it's like, let me make a final judgment to reconcile because I've been sabotaging the whole time. You've been getting in your own way. You take a step back to reflect, to introspect, and you decide to quickly get in there and serve somebody up with some gentleness because you could have been better. You could have moved better. You could have did something different. And you didn't see that until you paused to reflect, and the Tower is here, bringing out powerful realizations and forcing you to walk away from your old ways that don't serve you so that you can be strong and courageous after reflecting because you are in introspection. It's like somebody's admitting that they the problem. And they're going to not only admit that they the problem, but they're going to attempt to do something about it because now you see that it's a problem. Now you got to fix it. Because if you don't fix it, it just remains broken. And some people won't care about that. But this person does. This is somebody who's getting in front of it, taking charge of it. This could be somebody you're dealing with, Virgo woman. Could be a Aries. But this is somebody who sees a problem and they don't like problems going unfixed. So they're coming in to fix it, whatever's broken. Not only that, this is somebody who's feeling left out in the cold and abandoned by you. They feel like you done turned your back. And they want to come in and handle you with some gentleness. Scorpio. He said it's a pass for me. Yeah. Love is a motherfucker. I like love too. But I don't like love to be wasted. Yeah, I don't like to waste my love. I can just keep it to myself. I'll be out wasting it. All right, gentleness. Y'all remember that man I told y'all that tried to holler at me at Wingstop? And I was like, no. I told him that I got somebody. And he said, well, do you want to hang out? I said, no, I like my person. I went to get me some cigarettes and he was in there. And that motherfucker said, see you. And he was pointing at me like this. And I was just, I'm not about to, I don't know you, first of all. But I'm gonna insert my energy real quick. And he gonna put that motherfucking finger down because I don't know who the fuck you're pointing at. But he tried to make it seem like it was meant to be that we run back into each other. Motherfucker, I'll be right in this area all the time. Sorry. I'm here. He said, see, look at you. You here again? I said, no, I'm here for some Newport 100s. With a straight motherfucking face because now he getting out of control. He don't respect boundaries. Sometimes when people don't respect boundaries, you got to back them the fuck up because you not back up. What the fuck? What the fuck is you? You ain't about to little girl me. I'm not no motherfucking little girl. What the fuck is your motherfucking problem? You better back the fuck up. I'm here for Newports. People just be trying to force you into some shit. Like I said, I don't want to talk. That's the end of that. No, it ain't, because I'm going to run to you somewhere else. And them weird eyes looking. Thinking that pretty eyes is just going to somehow just make a bitch fall into a mesmerizing or something. I don't know what the fuck be wrong with people, but I don't be here for it. Gentleness is clarified by the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the Sun. I keep hearing Keisha Coles just say, you should have known better. You should have known better. You should have known better, but she not finishing it. So I don't know what somebody should have known better of, but you should have known better, like Keisha Coles or was it Keisha Coles? Yeah. Oh, somebody should have known better than to doubt you, or you should have known better than to doubt somebody else, because they rising well above the expectations of yours. And that's why somebody's coming in here with this gentleness, because they can see. They well aware. And now the sun is exposed at all. And I feel like it had to be an end. Somebody had to put it, an end had to happen to the emotional well. It run dried, cut off it of the sorts, things of the sorts, for it to be exposed for what it truly is. Ace of Swords on the bottom. That's the main definition of a motherfucker not seeing what they got until it's gone. That's why a lot of people go resurrecting shit, because they never knew it was worth having in the first place until they do. Then they go through this period. They go through this period of like, well, damn, what if they don't want me back? What if they don't take me? Like, they go through this period of freaking out before they reach out, before they just throw caution to the wind and take the risk with the leap of faith. That's the only two options. You got faith or you got fear. And some people do stay paralyzed in fear for the rest of their life, sitting there living in regrets for the rest of their life. For some people, they don't work like that. It just depends on each individual. Because sometimes people be having karma to eat up. So that might be your karma, to sit there too afraid to go out there and get what you really deserve. Who knows what the fuck y'all be having going on, or why you gotta reaping up, why you gotta sow up whatever you reaped. So there it is. When they throw caution to the wind, it's like they've been in lingo stagnation for too fucking long, and they just want the burdens down. It's very uncomfortable to be in a situation that they're in with you, whatever y'all got going on, and they want to fix it. So they're coming in with gentleness, and they're hoping that they can rub you the right way instead of the wrong way this time. I like that. I like that. Because motherfuckers rub you the wrong way, you be all turned off. I don't even want to have a conversation anymore. I just want you to get the fuck up off the phone. Thank you. All right. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. That's what I got left. You know what? I'm going to get this little, I know, ouch, my damn knee, man. I'm going to have a bruise there. My daddy gave me some dispensary weed. Oh my God. My toe got stuck on the table. And if I would have just fell and hit the floor, I'd just have to lay there for like another 20 minutes. I'd be like, y'all got to give me a minute. I was trying to save this. But there's some other weed in there. I ain't know where I'm going to worry about keeping this one for myself. Can't worry about saving shit. Worry about today to day, baby. That's what I got to worry about. Sin City infused pre-roll. Strawberry cough. My daddy just reads shit like, yeah, strawberry cough, give me that. Like, what? The fuck is strawberry cough? I think cough drop. What's other flavors y'all got? Like, what the hell? Well, let's try it out. Taste the air. Smell the air. It's Friday. You ain't got a job. You ain't got shit to do. Hell no. The dispensary be a little loose with their pre-rolls a lot. Stuff that shit to capacity. Had me paying for the $8 for a pre-roll, and you gonna be sitting here loosely stuffing. No, bitch. I'm watching you. Pack it. Hell no. My daddy don't play, boy. He'll roll up in Michigan in a minute. I'm like, what you doing, Daddy? Oh, I went to the dispensary. Pull up to his house and he motherfucking 20 jars deep, and they all got motherfucking labels on them. I said, at this point, you are the dispensary. Let me get a joint. The fuck? He said, we got problems, but weed ain't one of them. I love my daddy, y'all. I do. Hell no. I said, boy, My daddy wasn't around a lot. I had a stepdaddy, but my daddy wasn't around a lot. So it trips me out to be in my 30s, having a relationship with my daddy, realizing, damn, no wonder I felt so motherfucking lost because the person that I'm actually like was the fuck there. Now I'm realizing, oh, I got all these ways from your ass. Okay. All right. I ain't oddball out after all. Life is a motherfucker, I'm telling you. Some shit you don't even realize till way later down the line. You got to pay attention to the signs. That's important. And they be so subtle, and sometimes they happen quick. You can miss that shit within the blink of an eye or the drop of a dime. You wrote, what's that? Port Huron? Oh, okay, yeah. I know that's right. So you don't let the dispensary, you don't get pre-rolls from the dispensary? My daddy wrote his own too, and he a little woodworker. So girl, he gave me one too. But he created a stick of wood like this, and he put holes in there so he could sit there and stick like 6 joints and stuff all the bitches at one time. And he take a little piece of plastic that he done made pointy so he could just drop his shake down in there. I pull up, my daddy got 500 joints rolled up and no weed. I said, Daddy, how long it take you to do that? That's old people shit. Because I'm not about to sit here and roll up 500 joints. I'm about to roll up the amount of joints that I need to smoke right now, and I'll see you later. The hell? Oh, yeah. I'm saying, though, I'm coming from it. I don't want to be. From Indiana, you be like, shit, you get street weed all the time. You always got to roll up. Baby, last time I went to the dispensary, I got it as $35 for a bag of Fruity Pebble pre-rolls. It had 35 in there. And I probably gave him like $18 for it. But baby, every time I didn't want to roll up, guess what I did? I hit that Fruity Pebble bag of pre-rolls. Let me get this. But they was loose in there too because half of them poured out in the bag. I'm like, I'm not re-rolling this. Let's just throw it in the jar. I'll smoke it when I smoke a blunt or something. Which I needed to do, why I got this out in the first place. Because I didn't feel like stopping and rolling the blunt. I smoke by myself so much, which means I roll a blunt so much. And sometimes I just get tired. I'm tired of fucking rolling up. Shit. All right, Libra. I ain't tired of smoking, but I'm tired of rolling up sometimes, if you know what I mean. Yeah, y'all come straight on out with the energy. Come through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but it ain't your turn to party yet. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all can party if y'all want a motherfucking party. It's your birthday if you want it to be. Libra with the Justice card coming on through. And then we got Lost coming on through after that. With the 5 of Cups energy. Oh, boy. Don't rain on my fucking parade. Why does it seem like it's got taken so personal here? Somebody is trying to rain on your parade. I don't feel like your loss is a physical one. I feel like it's a bitch trying to rain on the parade. But the next card, guess what? Is victory. And guess what's after victory? It's enjoyment. You're gonna enjoy making these bitches eat everything that they eat. Your words, bitch. I don't know what you got going on, but I can feel it in energy. It's a little bit of aggression, a little bit of tension, and a little bit of Somebody, it's because it's justice, card. It's only fair. It's like we're going to court. And let's see whose favor it rolls in. But the loss, that's what it is. Somebody wanted you to take a loss in court or a loss on the spiritual realm. But I feel like the look on their face when they see you still get some type of victory and you're enjoying this shit, it's like a rub it in energy. Somebody who wanted you to take a loss, but you got the win, and they taking the loss instead, you just moonwalk past their ass and go, if that ain't taunting, I don't know what the fuck it is. I ain't playing. Get up on your tippy toes like Michael used to if you can. For the fuck, and make sure you grab the crotch part when you up there. Hell no, what you got going on there? I just wonder. What's this? Intention. See, somebody be careful of the graves that you dig because you might even dig an extra one for yourself. 9 times out of 10, graves you be digging for other motherfuckers, you be the one falling in. You be the one falling in. No, in this sense, it's called intentions. The intentions for motherfuckers to want to have bad intentions for you. They want you to lose. They want you to take a loss. They don't want you to win. They want anybody to get it but you. It's about justice. And that's why you got to be grateful for the universe, because in karma. Because, baby, it don't matter what the fuck you want. Fair is fair. Balance is balance. And justice, motherfucking just. Do you hear me? It's a King of Cups here. This is about something emotional. The King of Cups is not all emotional, though. He's see, in money, a King of Cups is one of the best business partners to have. And it's also a good business deal, the King of Cups. So, I don't know if we're talking. I feel like I don't know what we're talking, but there's your victory. Victory is here for you twice here. And you will be holding that victory. Somebody's going to be holding and eating them motherfucking words that they said. This is about somebody wanting to see you do good, but not as good as them. But do they really want to see you do good? If they praying on your downfall? And that's why you got to keep your shit private. If your business is private and people got bad intentions for you, they don't really know what to pray for. You know what I mean? If they want to pray that something don't work for you or something don't happen for you, they don't really know, because they don't have shit to ask or say, or they don't have no information, no weapons to form against you in order to try to make them prosper. Tell me about this 4 of Pentacles. See that? 7 of Swords. That's deception, dishonesty. Taking the easy way out. 3 of Wands. Patience, planning, future. It's foresight there. Ships coming in. 2 of Wands. The ball is in your court. I don't know what that's about. I feel like you received something. Something that was in alignment with you and your spirit, and something that the universe stepped in to help. That's why justice is there. This is scales being tipped in your favor when it comes to business, when it comes to love, when it comes to whatever this victory is that somebody tried to intentionally help you lose or make you miss out on. Somebody did not want this for you. Possibly because they wanted it for themselves. What's the loss here? Or it's a woman, a new beginning. There's a Libra woman right there. Somebody don't want you to be somebody, Libra woman, or they don't want you to give birth to something. They don't want you to have something abundant. It's like people not being able to go where you go, so they want you to not be able to get shit. If you can't share the blessing with them, they don't even want you having it. Whoever this is, I feel like this is somebody you cut out their life, out your life. Cut out their life. You cut out your life. I feel like maybe at first you would have been blindfolded to whatever their attempts, their intentions, but I feel like after a pause to reflect, you can see a motherfucker clearly. It ain't about your beauty, it's your booty. That's a metaphor for somebody ain't there for you. They stay there for the aesthetic or something. It's like an aspect of you. It's like, it's not your beauty, it's your booty. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's like, when they're there for a good time and not a long time. So when that's coming out, you got to watch motherfuckers' intentions. They'll be there kicking it, liking on you, acting like they there for something, and it's not your beauty, it's your booty. And when they get the booty, they got what they wanted. So now shit might switch up on you. That's the shit I mean. Like, gotta be careful. Victory. A victory is gonna be had. Yeah, look at you having a victory, motherfuckers. Please let Taurus take a loss. Damn, why'd I call you Taurus? Libra. A Taurus could be who's praying on your downfall. And that's why you need to watch out for a Taurus woman. That's what you need to watch out for. Kiki and this whole everything. Be careful with that shit. Somebody's wanting you to lose out on a victory. Miss it. Take a loss instead of a victory. Somebody's just like, I don't know what if they're praying or they're motherfucking putting some herbs in a bag and praying to the universe for you on your ass. But this is somebody you can't trust. Look, more Taurus energy. You getting the victory right in their motherfucking face. But this is a person. Be careful. Don't fuck around telling her I get the victory. Share it with a motherfucker who's been sitting there secretly plotting on you from the jump. Ace of Pentacles reverse. See, they didn't want you to have an opportunity or some type of tangibility, but the Ace of Cups says you got blessed with it anyway. It could have been something to do with your faith, or This is you take. It's a risk there. There's the Nine of Wands. Okay, so there's protection here when it comes to somebody's about to be cleared the fuck out, but I feel like they already got cleared out, and you watching, you sitting here with enjoyment, watching the look on their face while they feeling disgruntled and upset, feeling uptight that you still got the victory that they wanted so bad for you not to have. It could have been about a man. Somebody don't want you to have a man because they want a man, or they don't want you to have a relationship or a house or some type of stability because they don't. We should just live out on the streets together. Why would you go buy a house and your bestie ain't got one? Bitch, because you ain't my bestie. That's why. Yeah, somebody is smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Yeah, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles to the Magician. Virgo, Taurus, Gemini. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini. The Magician is having all the tools you need. It's like your money is sprouting here. Something's going good for you in a financial, successful way. And people are not, these people specifically are not happy for you because they don't get to go. It's like, you know how they tell you everybody can't go with you and they start getting clear. I want these people, they happy and rooting and on board. But once they realize they're part of the cleanup crew, they are not happy for you anymore. And they don't want you to win because they don't get to take part in that win. They get to ride a piece of that coattail with you for that win. So they rather you just not have it at all since they can't have a piece of it. Like, bitch, this is my pie. Something is about discrimination because I heard white only pie. Remember, I watched that. Y'all remember that movie Life? He said, "Well, how much to turn one of them white only pies into a nigga pie?" He said, "How about I?" So she said she cocked her shotgun and said, "How about I turn you into a nigga pie?" So because of the color of somebody's skin or their nationality, they don't have access to it. There's no way they're not giving you money. I feel like they will though. And the look on their face when they have to give you, and it's like, yeah, you just using that movie as a reference. Like, yeah, they're so for her to tell them ain't no nigga pie and then be forced to later have a nigga pie or make them nigga pie, that would piss her the fuck off. It would make her motherfucking spirit boil later down the line. So just think of it like that. Something for whoever is dealing with the discrimination. I ain't got no man either. I'm solo too. I be cool solo though. I be getting in my feelings about motherfuckers from time to time. Like now. But I don't know. But everybody's different in the world. So it's always a head bump somewhere. We always a head bump around. We always around the corner a head bump from no longer speaking to people or, you know, having two different perspectives that we just can't survive. And one of us gonna have to come around, or it's not come aroundable, and we just have to go our separate ways. That's just how dating goes. All right, let me go picking. I don't know why I'm biting off the tag of that lip gloss like it matters. The part I need is open. I ain't even drink no beer. I don't know why my bladder's running that way, but just mind your business, and I'll be back. I got a condenser in the mail because I got to get my air replaced. My central air, because I be out there, y'all, with no AC. I'll be back. I be out there with no AC riding around. always got to close my room off from the rest of the world. So I can cut my heater on and be warm. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I have to get my robe now. I'm getting a little chilly. Got to roll up the sleeves so I can still shuffle properly. I love a good robe and a good pair of high shoes as soon as I hit the door. You've gotten way too comfortable solo. Yep, me too. That's the best part. That's the best part. So if you ever have to return back to a solo point or solo era, you won't be so bothered by it. Imagine having to go back solo when you don't know how to be by yourself. That shit's strenuous. Strenuous. See, I ain't got time for that. I done gave my watches away. Whatever. All right, I got Scorpio, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Who's baby? I ain't doing no sharing. People look to each its own. Some people, a lot of people was into that poly shit. But baby, what's mine is mine, and I ain't here for it. But to each its own. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. Did he say calm? I feel so ho. Did he say ho? I don't know. I be thinking I know the words sometimes and I don't. I feel so, whatever that word is, when I'm near you. He said, that's why I always want to be close to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to making love to you. All night long, baby. All night long. Mm-hmm. Some good love, body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Making love until we're tired, until the break of dawn. Oh, come on. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots over there, Scorpio. I don't know what y'all got going on, baby, but enjoy it. Because I'm going to mind my business and keep shuffling. All right. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. I like that part of the song, though. I was going to sing the whole little part. Somebody make you feel squishy on the inside or whatever the fuck they call it. Scorpio, what y'all got going on in here? Unique bind is reversed. Ain't nothing unique about this bind. Somebody's just body rocking the boots. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. That's all this is. Collaboration. We just working together for one thing and one thing only. Ain't no commitment in this shit. Damn, okay. Well, y'all got that understood. Somebody do. The sneaky link is over for the weekend, or at least for tonight. A loss of creativity here. What they call that, a creative block. Somebody could be experiencing a creative block. I done hit my damn arm on something. I just bruise for everything. Ending, skillful, awakening, recovery. So what you got going on here? What is this unique bind in the reverse? It's not one of those to have in the whole situations. And that's why somebody's becoming bored and discontent with it. But I feel like you had a choice. It's like that's what was offered to you. It's like, well, it looked solid to me. I don't know what the fuck. What's this Ace of Pentacles? That's what I feel like somebody wants. That's what I feel like somebody wants from the dynamic after they already signed up for some other shit. And the person can't give you that. This is why they told you they bring it to the table. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what they said. Shit. It says that this is not no unique bond. This is not, the unique bond would be what they turned it into a marriage. And it's not that. They're not even trying to say, they trying to make like, they're not like, they're letting you know up front that I am not the person that you could commit to. I'm not about to be the person that love you or none of that shit, but it caught me when you want to have a good time or some shit like that. However they break it down to you. But I don't know. Curiosity must have killed the cat, because the Four of Cups says that you bored discontent. This ain't even your type of stilo. You be wanting something solid and shit. Something to have and to hold. So signing up for something that you cannot have and hold would make no sense to me. But the Two of Swords is there. It's like a blindfold energy, or you just blindly do some shit or blindly go out. And next thing you know, you done got us some feelings with the Ace of Cups, and you're sad and disappointed because it's not funny. I ain't laughing at you. But believe motherfuckers when they tell you something. If a motherfucker tell you that they not committing to you, believe that shit. If a motherfucker tell you don't mean shit to them, believe that shit. If it would believe people who they are when they show you the first time. So that way you don't be feeling all sad and disappointed when they was their self over and over and over again. It's different aspects and different levels to people. I feel weird saying that out loud, right? Because say somebody rubbed me the wrong way emotionally, I'm going to cuss them the fuck out and call them all kinds of names in the book, right? And I'm not going to want them to hold that against me. That's why it makes me feel funny saying that. But shit, that's who I am. I'm an overly emotional motherfucker, and I'm sensitive. Shit. And if you act like you don't care about the fact that you're bothering my emotions, then I'm a cuss. I'm a hurt some feelings probably, but that's who I am for now until I fix it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a part of me. I might not like that part of me, but that's who I am at this part until I navigate through all of that. Your mama's a waste of oxygen. Oh, Jimmy's mad and miserable. A little piece of shit that nobody cares about. Trying to be seen and known, and who cares? Who gives a damn, Jimmy? Because I don't. That's what your dad should have put on when he was fucking with your mom, so you'd never exist. See, just leave me alone. I just try to be good and polite and all that good shit. But when y'all come over here with that, I have to raise my sword, and then, people want to be like, you call yourself spiritual and you act like that and do, bitch. I don't go bothering nobody, but you don't come over here bothering me and think that I'm just going to sit here and take it, because I'm just not. Your mama's a scumbag. Your daddy should have put that Jimmy on his dick instead on your name, and everything be great. See, that's what I think. Because I be having time today. I don't mind. I'm a mixture of a higher and a low vibration. So don't ever think that I ain't gonna be sitting here talking crazy with you, baby. Because I will. I'm not going to ever give nobody love and light. They give me hate. I'm going to give your ass hate right back. I'm going to give you the same energy you give me right back in return. That's how we keep it at a balance. That's how it works for me. And I'm going to go to sleep just fine at night. And knowing I kept my shit at a balance. Knowing that a motherfucker did not have me fucked up and get away with it. I'm going to feel just fine tomorrow. Collaboration. What's love got to do? See, y'all got to be careful. Somebody ain't want to do what you want to do. Who is this that I'm talking to? I forgot. Scorpio. So I don't know. Somebody's trying to be all in and committed and shit. And somebody is telling you that I am not with the all in or with the commitment. So be careful trying to force the commitment on a motherfucker that's constantly telling you they don't want one. Because you signing yourself up to be hurt. Because Temperance is now reversed here on the collaboration. Now y'all can't even work together. Because shit has done got imbalanced. Shit done got too much. Because the motherfuckers just like, at this point, looking like strength card. They're just trying to restrict, whatever. They're trying to stay the fuck. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like you are It's like somebody's, let's just do love. Let's just not. Let's just do it. Yeah, come on. It's like, I told you what I got for you. The Ace of Wands. See that? Penis. That's what they got. You take it or you leave it. Stop trying to take the penis, feel away about the penis, and now force a motherfucker into a relationship. That ain't no good for you. That ain't no good for you. See, that's why I don't do. That's why I don't do sneaky link. That's why I'm cool. Don't tell me up front that we ain't gonna be shit. So I'm gonna cut you off right then and there because I'm a motherfucker to get in my feelings. And I can't. I ain't gonna say that I can't. I can do a sneaky link because I got a whole kid off of one. But that ain't the here to there. I'm saying that if I sign up and that's just what we signed up for, then I'm okay with that. But I ain't okay with that. You live and you learn. And I'm just one of the motherfuckers that is an emotional person. If that was my intentions for you from the jump, then I'll be okay. But just know that after that, I'm cutting you off. We ain't going to continue no talking. That's a hit and a quit. But see, I don't be operating like that these days. So I don't care. I just stay by myself. It don't even be that deep to me no more. It's just a nut. Who cares? They got the rose and all that shit. So it's never going to be, I'm cool. I'm cool. I sit up in the house drinking, sipping the wine, waiting on the couch, or whatever the fuck the song said. But I don't wanna. I'm cool. Off of this, you roll up in my life and tell me all you bring it to the table is dick. I'm gonna pull straight off. I'm pulling off because I don't want it. I'm pulling the fuck off. It ain't gonna be enough to sustain nothing real around this bitch, so I don't want that. You can go ahead and slap your meat on somebody else's table. Because you come over here slapping it on the table. I'm putting it on the grill. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I be getting a kick out of myself there. Like, I just be waiting. Oh, there it is. Hell no. Somebody could be dealing with a Gemini. Somebody could be dealing with a Gemini. It's like, that's what it is, though. Because it's like somebody's yearning for something deeper on the soul level. And somebody's telling you that all they got is penis. You can't make those two worlds collide. You can't. If a person is obviously telling you all they have is penis, think about everything going on below the surface with this Temperance reverse. They need some healing, baby. You don't even want this person to love you no way. They wouldn't even do it right. This is why they're staying in their lane and offering what they're good at. Nothing else. Can't be mad at that. At least he honest. At least he telling you the truth. At least he ain't out here pretending he could be a Superman and don't even got a cape in the closet. Shit. You better respect that honesty and keep it fucking pushing. This ain't for you. Keep it moving. Other than that, you're going to keep getting in your feelings, keep getting upset because the motherfucker's not giving you what they already told you that they ain't. So, reality check. Be real with yourself or you ain't going to be able to be real with nobody else. Tell them about this lost energy. And that's where it is, huh? That's when you stop dealing with them because you realize you done bit a little bit off more than you can chew. Shit done got toxic. Now you got to move and separate yourself because you done signed up for some shit that you can't even handle. The moon. Something's too unknown for you. Something's too heavy, too possibly dark with the devil attached. And the moon shit. Shit, the darkness could be your ass, Scorpio. Y'all got a little dark side to y'all. Shit. No shade. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it now. So, Nine of Swords to the High Priestess to the Hermit. Somebody's upset. It's like you take the loss here because that's what this is about. You upset because you want more from somebody than they're willing to give, even though they told you this. So now you got anxiety, you stress, you don't know where stuff's going. Shit is getting toxic, and the harsh reality, the fucked up reality is that you forced to reflect it yourself. Because how did we get here? How do we still put ourselves in the situations when a person gave us a choice in the beginning? It's like this person give you your choice and you still just throw that motherfucker away. Creativity. And it's definitely put you in a bad space emotionally because you wanted something. You wanted something real with a person for it to not even turn out that way. That's why you just better off just be careful with yourself out there. You be very clear with your intentions in the front. So when a person can let you know right then and there that, oh, I didn't see my future like that. So you can say, oh, well, thanks for your time and keep fucking going. Why? Because the more time and energy you invest, the more you're going to care. Okay? So here we go. Now we have this creativity. The harsh reality, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariots. That's where you're going to channel. You're going to channel all of your disappointment into something creative. And it's going to work out for you. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Alliance. You might be working together with somebody in the near future. But be on guard, or not necessarily on guard. Just keep your eyes, keep your eye on everybody. Shit. Especially when it comes to business and money. People be flipping the script and changing. Acting like they ain't never had shit. Which, because they probably haven't. But still, they didn't no reason to go out there acting like it. That's funny. Motherfuckers be like, be honest, stand in your truth, be who you are. Well, don't you go out there acting like you ain't never had nothing. Well, that's who I have it. Well, what you going out there acting just because? It's like the world is a big ass contradiction. Well, I thought you want me to stand in my truth. Yeah, but that don't mean you got to go out there acting like you ain't never had nothing. But I have it. I'm acting like I really am. You want me to be honest or not? Shit. Alright, I'm try earlier to turn this heater. I'm getting a little hot now. It can stay on. It just got to get the fuck up off of me. Direct contact with the heaters. Got to go. My ankles is warm. Alright, moving on to the Sagittarius people. See, let's give y'all a time stamp. When they're watching everything for Sagittarius, what's the energy? What's the frequency? What they need to know? Hold up. Wait a minute. A burst of energy, comfort, and decision. And the mother here. So something to do with a burst of energy here. A burst of energy to do something, to change something, to move a different way. Because I do feel like we got poverty on the bottom and then balance, intuition. You might even be being told or guided to do something. But I do feel like somebody's comfortable here. And this is why they're not making a choice. Something doesn't. The choice needs to be made here with this crossroad energy. But the choice is not being made because somebody's comfortable where they at. It's like that's that settling energy there. Like, oh, it's not the best, but at least I'm at least this and at least that. You know, there it is. So then it's like this. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. So I'm not going to do anything at all. Which brings, it's like indecisive. I don't know what to do. Or if to do anything because I'm comfortable. And then the Empress comes through ready to give birth to something new. So something changes, transform over the time of the course of the spread. What you comfortable? It's just comfortable. Oh yeah. You resisting change or transformation and it's out of your control. The universe about to rain down on me. Fall on me. Yeah. So that somebody's not doing shit because they just fine. They feel like that comfortable energy is, I'm fine like this. I don't need to make no changes. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But then the whole time you coming out as the devil to the strength card, to the temperance card, to the magician. It's like using the tools that you have to manifest for low vibrational things and then telling people you don't need healing. I can't mind my business on that. You the problem. You the problem. I don't care. You the problem. So when they put all these major arcanas like this, it's out of your control and the change is going to happen for the best, for your best interest. Okay? Whether you like it or you don't. It's like you being indecisive and refusing to choose one will be chosen for you. Where'd I get that from? What's going on with all these four arcanas? The majors. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Are you dealing with Earth sign? And we got the Queen of Cups. So, Page of Pentacles. Somebody's dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody could be dealing with Scorpio. Could be a Pisces or a Cancer. What's the Page of Pentacles? See, you the problem. Let's see, the Hermit comes in about introspective. It's about looking at yourself. And in the Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups says somebody's bored and discontent with it. They don't want to look at themselves. So you want to blame people or just pretend something ain't wrong instead of going into calmer waters. Queen of Wands. So that's you. Who's missing? That's who the problem is. The Queen of Swords. She the one that didn't show up. Gemini. And why would the Queen of Swords not show up, though? If she ain't here, it's for a reason. The Queen of Swords ain't showing up if you're not speaking no facts. So it must be a liar in the building. If the Queen of Swords ain't showing up, somebody's lying. The Queen... What is that dog doing? The Queen of Swords only want to talk about the facts. She only want to hear the facts, and she gonna keep your ass at a distance. If she don't feel like facts, so there is no point in her showing up. So there might not be no facts here. So I'm not indecisive. What's going on here? The Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, Sagittarius masculine here. So there's a Sagittarius masculine who's been left out in cold, abandoned, or taking some type of loss here, possibly due to an indecision. And I feel like the loss is forcing the action out of you, forcing a perspective on which choice that actually needs to be made. But you possibly could already saw that if you just listen to your intuition. I feel like after a pause to reflect, you're being told to or following the advice that told you to follow what your heart is saying. Ten of Swords. Don't worry about what you lose in the process. Follow your emotions here. I feel like a nice future turnaround is what I'm hearing, happens when it comes to something in the future. A future layout when it comes to emotions. Something's written in the stars here. And I do feel like there's been some confusion or illusion where somebody could be taking charge of that by bringing healing into the connection or healing into oneself, one's own temple. I do feel like there's a completion of a cycle and a conquering, a balance of light and dark coming together and moving forward harmoniously. Okay, so that pause to reflect was very necessary for somebody. Because I feel like the way they was going about things was not going to get them no fucking where at all. A hard head makes a soft ass is what my mama used to say. So now with the motherhood card, I feel like it's like, it's drama there still, or it's combativeness, it's arguments, it's disagreements, it's naysayers. And it's also perseverance. Yeah, it's like somebody's upset about an abundant energy or a brand new beginning. They're like actively fighting it or trying to compete with it. But the way you persevere with this Knight of Wands energy, like nobody's business. This could be a relationship that's a reconciliation. It's like a relationship or something. With the Four of Swords. Stop, puppy. I'm about to fuck his ass up in a minute. I don't know what he's doing, but he sound like he's tearing some shit up. Get out. Get the fuck out. Stop in here scratching my shit up. Go find you somewhere else to lay. That's what happened to my Columbia jacket. Ass in here scratching. Like, I don't know what the hell be wrong with that. They all those clear spots. You want to go try to move and shit. Either lay on the fucking laundry or get out of the laundry room. It's just simple. Simple as that. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so the perseverance. The high priestess. So there's the perseverance is following your intuition. Like it been telling you from the jump. The intuition is telling you to do what's in your heart. So follow what's in alignment with your heart. And that's what makes it tricky is that the Four of Swords is the solution is also that the Four of Swords is saying that something that's not yet surfaced. The truth, the clarity is still below the surface, but intuitively you know you still already got it, even though you haven't seen it manifest into a physical reality just yet. You already know it's true. So this is in a sense like knowing you need to make a change but not doing so. Knowing you need to walk away from certain things that don't serve you, but just maybe trying to sweep it under the rug and act like a problem is not there. Knowing you need to follow your heart, but because you're too afraid, so you like blame somebody else for being a problem. All those kind of things. It's like somebody trying to escape accountability or something. Instead of owning up to their shit. Which is a lot of people, by the way. Accountability is hard for people. Admitting that they was wrong and they are not perfect is hard for people. Because people beat themselves up more than they, hold other people accountable. It be when they be in there thinking about how they should have seen it and all that. They go through a whole mental phase when you go through a breakup or a heartbreak or a sad letdown. You be hard on your motherfucking stuff. Like, I should have seen it come in. It's a whole bunch of shit that you be going through mentally. That might leave you scarred when you come up out of that. So now you ain't trusting yourself to make choices. You feeling like shit. Now I can't pick a good person because it's a lot of shit that really don't be true. It's all an illusion, but it's still what the rose-colored glasses got you seeing because you got hurt. Sagittarius, the Queen of Cups. That's good. I got Sagittarius, Capricorn left. That's all, folks. Like they used to say on Looney Tunes. At the end of the Bugs Bunny show. Capricorn. I hear that song that be like, do you love me? Do you love me? Somebody could be trying to figure you out. Figure out your feelings. Figure out your facial expressions. Figure out your poker face. Figure out how you truly feeling versus how you acting like you feeling. Hey, what's on your mind? Cause you've been acting different lately, girl. What's on your mind? So somebody that switched up the way they move, switched up their behavior, and now somebody's like, what you doing? What's up with that? Talk to me. Oh, now you want to talk. People get, I don't know if people realize this, but some people call it dramatic, but some people are drastic, right? When things are bothersome to them, they make a drastic ass change, and Like, damn, well, then they must have really been hurt to not talk to me ever again. They must have really been hurt to just get up and leave like that. They must have really been hurt to react that way. Well, let me go over here and check on her. Let me see. What's up, Capricorn? What y'all talk to me? The whole time you've been trying to talk for 3 months. Now because of your drastic response, some motherfuckers ready to speak. So they want to know if you love them or something like that. They're curious to pick your brain because you've become mysterious to them. They want to know some information about you. They want to know some facts. But be careful about intentions. She's still playing. Get the money and run with the right zodiac sign. What the hell does that mean? Why not get your own money? I don't know. To each his own, but I can't be in one of them relationships where you think, well, I'm going to pay the bills and I'm going to take care of this and I'm going to buy this and I'm going to buy that. And you're just going to be happy and be quiet and shut up and look the other way. It'll never work for me. I'll sacrifice all that money for emotional security in a day. Motherfucker be mad at me telling me how ungrateful I am. You could have been doing this and doing that with my money. I'll take the ungrateful for 5,000, please, Alex. Call me ungrateful. But baby, I be looking for them things that money can't buy. That's all it is. And that don't make me no problem. It just make me different than you. And that's okay. That's okay. But you ain't about to convince me that I got a problem because I don't want to be bought. No, you're not. So, Capricorn people, whatever y'all got going on, somebody want to try to have a conversation to try to get to the bottom of whatever the problem is. Intuition. But you already knowing, aren't you? The intuition has also got the moon up there because they go hand in hand. You're very mysterious to somebody. You quiet, possibly. The intuition is about keeping quiet, being hush, keeping everything to yourself, not saying shit. And then we got enjoyment. You could be enjoying your peace and quiet away from somebody. You could be enjoying this moment to just think, to reevaluate, to take this time off. Imagination. They're getting stoned. And they put that with the imagination card. So, but wishful thinking is creeping up on you. So you're caught in the middle of a wave, of a web of creating and letting it go. Thank you, chosen. So I don't know. It's like, are you a straggler? Or, I don't know. Right now you enjoying by yourself, but at the same time you be imagining what it could be. So I don't know if you really want to be by yourself or you really want to partner up. I don't know if you even know. Tell me about your intuition. What's going on with that? Page of Cups. The Magician. And the Hangman. So you know. You're going to enjoy this apology that somebody got for you. That's what that is. So because intuitively, you know somebody about to bring you an apology, or they will be after they pause to reflect on how they've been handling things or how they've been moving. With the Hangman energy, that's the pause to reflect. And then coming out with a bright idea with the light bulb moment. And then the Magician is bringing your confidence forth. Realizing you got all the tools you need to manifest in the first place. You was just stalling or in a moment of stagnation. So Page of Cups, either they're apologizing to you or they're expressing how they feel to you. And it's like the moment we've all been waiting for. I don't know. You enjoying it or whatever it is. Whatever it is your intuition has told you is going to happen, it's happening and you enjoying it. The Moon to the Two of Swords. Somebody has blindfolded themselves so they don't have to see. Or they attempted to anyway. But the Eight of Pentacles. That's not working out because Eight of Pentacles, Two of Cups on the bottom. They still want to work on the relationship. So whatever they've been trying to use to drown you out of their mental and their emotions is not working. So they're forced to lead to just buckle down and surrender to the emotions of it all. To step up, to take charge, to complete the cycle that they're in, keeping them from giving you what you want, which it seems to be something emotional with the Page of Cups. What are you enjoying? Let's just see that. That's what's going to tell me. The High Priestess to the Four of Swords. You might not even receive whatever this emotion is yet, but you're enjoying, you're content, and your enjoyment is of the unknown, the awareness of the unknown. Who cares if it's yet to surface? You aware. You know that some type of relationship, some type of stability, some type of stabilization of a situation is happening, and you know the universe is right behind it. So you fine with it. It's like you sit in this this master manifestation skill, or this master manifestation energy of yours, just sitting there in your power like a queen on a throne, drawing in, pulling in. And that's what the Queen of Wands does. She got this magnetic energy about her that just pulls, that just sucks motherfuckers in like a magnet. They be inspired. She looking good. She smelling good. They want to go over there. And what's your name? Right? So then the Death card comes. And then with the 3 on the bottom, somebody wants to fix something with you. And this is what you know to be true. And this is why you're enjoying it. You're enjoying somebody express something to you, apologize to you, or correct something when it comes to you. Something about imagination. I feel like the enjoyment is also meaning something to whoever this is. Not that you desperate to mean something to somebody, but it do be meaning a lot when the motherfucker put that pride down and come and give into that love instead. Or when a motherfucker stop being so stubborn and get out their own way and just be like, look. Because it's all about vulnerability. All you got to be like is, look, I didn't mean to move like that. I just got caught up in what life used to be for me. Like people be having such a hard time just apologizing that's why they can't get nowhere. Because apology could go a long way sometimes. Imagination is clarified by the Chariot. The 5 of Wands. This is somebody conquering. It's a conflict being conquered, but I feel like this is somebody's own pride. This is their own pride that they allow for them to keep. Their pride was allowing for trapped up in these thoughts, keeping them stuck, afraid to react or say something to you. And I felt like it wasn't until the last minute till they just like couldn't take it no more, and they said something and it wasn't even as bad as they thought it was going to be. So this is somebody moving past their ego and their pride and their fear. This is somebody who is like moving in the calmer waters with you. Because I feel like I don't know if it's emotional here. So maybe all you wanted somebody to do is to put the guard down, to be vulnerable, to open up. What happens after the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands? 3 of Wands. The ship's coming in. Looking towards the future. Planning. So the Knight of Wands, he comes in here. See, be careful with that Knight of Wands energy, because Knight of Wands is still, sometimes still operate out of ego. The Knight of Wands might come in and do something swift, quick, and passionate because it's unbearable and uncomfortable for him to be under the pressure that he's under with this 10 of Wands and wanting to build and be back in your energy or be in your good graces of some sort. So be aware. Let me clarify the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Because you need something more than that to sustain, stability for a long term. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. See the King of Pentacles. See what's behind that? This Knight of Wands is just he's just cautious. He's coming in. He's trying to see, is you going to be willing to talk? Is you going to be willing to communicate? Is you going to be willing to hear him out? And as soon as he gets that go-to, that you willing to hear him out, he going straight full on King of Pentacles. This is somebody ready to show up and be stable in a partnership. Because they've been taking time to reflect on themselves and now they want to do the right thing. This is accountability and it is sexy on a man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Men being accountable is rare, right? Baby, I like me some accountability. I know it's hard, but put your pride to the side. Be strong. Be courageous. Because it ain't shit weak about being vulnerable. It takes more strength to be vulnerable than it takes to be prideful. So the strength is really in the vulnerability. But y'all be having it backwards. But you got to live and you got to learn. So that's just what I know to be true. But anyway, that's what I got for y'all. And thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And keep your energy peaceful, baby. Keep your energy peaceful. Peace, boy. I don't know if y'all know how much peace means, but it means a whole lot. And once you do know how much peace means, you be holding on to that shit over everything. Stealing your money off the ship. It might be time for you to move the money and hide it somewhere else. Thank you, Chosen. And thank y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'm going to have the timestamps in the comments for y'all in about 3 minutes. Peace out.